honestly, I love Jesus Christ with all of my heart. I love him more than my partner, more than my children, more than my mum. Jesus Christ saved my life.
How?
There's some thoughts that will tell you to cheat on your partner. Who's sending these messages? Who's sending these thoughts?
Why does it have to be a who?
You're more looking at the what.
No, I want to know why is there a who? I come to the gym by myself because there's so much accountability in it. Yeah. You go and put your dependability on another person. If you're only going to go to the gym with that person and that person can't go, now that becomes your excuse to not go.
You know, the woman looks after the household and cares, and the man is the provider and the protector. It's very much like that. Like, and so actually,
what's your relationship?
He's dead. He's dead. Buddha is dead. Krishna is dead. They're still in their tombs. They're dead. Jesus Christ is the only one that beat life. That's the thing. Who's credible? Who's telling the truth? The evidence shows that Jesus Christ is telling the truth. Man, my workmate's 50 years old, even if they got partners, perving at school kids walking past, you know, teenage girls.
Carson, they're talking about having a bath as an adult.
Yeah!
And he's like doing this, and it's like your doodle flopping around. Bro, that cracked me up hard.
But shout out to the Loaded Tea Bar who have officially sponsored our podcast. We are going to taste these teas right here for you and give you a straight up review. You got to go full dressing gown.
I go full dressing gown every night, but naked underneath. The world ain't got nothing to offer you. The world ain't, you know that through life experience. Everybody knows the world has nothing to offer. If the Bible's true, then the Quran can't be true.
Because they're saying two different things.
Because they contradict each other. That's the historic evidence. This isn't a fairy tale. This is a life.
I don't really care if you people that are watching don't like me, because I am who I am. I'm just trying to share my story and give perspective on things and break stigmas and make a statement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm...
Pray to him. Pray to God. Tell him. See who comes. See, actual.
I have prayed. Nothing happened. So I'm talking to myself about that. But for me, I'm just aware that I'm in the thoughts of myself. Yeah, I can be bad. I can do that. Yeah, I can do good. I can do that. As temptation, how are you going to fight that temptation? Well, my heart comes with like logic, though. Like, my logic will always apply to the thought process. And so you said, you know, you can't do this without giving whole heart. But how can I give my whole heart without knowing what it is?
That is evidence of truth, because...
But the evidence is a story. This is what I'm saying.
It's history.
Yes,
it's history.
Yes, but it is at the end of the day a story. When I'm saying evidence, what is the evidence?
The hardest part with it, I get what you're saying 100%.
Back to that Quran question and the Bible. And you said, well, one of them's a lie.
Yeah.
Now, this entire book that these people dedicated their whole life to is what you're now putting in that category of a lie. Like, thousands of years ago, though. But how do we know that?
Eyewitnesses.
Yeah, but I mean, eyewitnesses...
If you're going to go back to history, back in history, right?
We're taking the credit of an eyewitness from thousands of years ago and deciding our life upon what that person maybe saw.
No, I have like a 0.1% of knowledge into the Quran at the moment.
Those are some big statements for somebody that doesn't know 99.9% of the story. At the same time, why do I need a he? Why do I need somebody else to take my... You know, like why does there have to be a he and a him and a this and a that?
That's the biggest thing, and that's what I explained as well, is I've never really understood that side of it, which is why I've never really...
Welcome back to the Making a Statement podcast, episode 12. We're running
12.
it up. It's 12.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But for you, next week's, tomorrow's, yesterday equals probably episode how many?
Oh, probably 20.
Yeah,
I don't know.
probably
My
21.
maths is average. I've been watching the clips back on the
calculator.
The Google calculator. But we're back, episode 12. We're about breaking the stigma. To do that, we have open, uncensored, unedited, unfiltered, and unscripted conversation. So this is just us having kōrero, and that is important, right? Over here we got the brother E.
Hi, I'm Ethan.
He's my brother-in-law, aka my sister's husband. And I'm Dilz, just making a statement entertainment. You can go check us out, makingastatement.co.nz. Check out our merch. Go get the new Pressure up here looking sexy. And as you can see, breaking the stigma.
I spilled curried sausages before I came in here.
I
did a Dilz.
I've done. Oh yeah, that's
With
the
the
Dilz.
noodles.
I know, G. I do that. I do that.
Rats. I was on that episode too.
Yeah, I've done that so many times. But yeah, before we jump into things here today, we've got the bro Angus to the left of me. He is a best friend, best man of Brother E. He is a entrepreneur and leader into his own business, maintaining and mowing lawns.
Mowing lawns.
He is
I
a
wouldn't believe it.
new father. So we're going to jump into that.
Yep.
And a man of faith.
Yep.
So Angus, tell them about who you are and why you're here.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just excited to share a bit of my journey on coming to God, how life has turned around, and I started understanding paths that we have to walk on and dead ends that happen, and discuss with Ethan and Dilz pretty much what life is like. Like, let's get real.
Yeah.
Man.
100%. That's what we're
I
about,
love
bro.
that.
That's how you break a stigma. You just come out, you just fucking say, this is life.
Yeah.
I like that.
We're all going through it. Like, it's no harder for anyone else than what anyone thinks. So everyone's got it hard. Everyone's struggling.
Everyone's walking a path.
Yeah, you know, like we all got things to fight, demons to face, goals to chase. You know,
He's a rapper.
Gotta have faith.
yeah.
No disgrace. You can see it on my face.
Here we go. Here we go.
And just all about being truthful. For starters,
Being real.
being real. Like, we all lie to ourselves. We all hold our tongues when we shouldn't hold our tongues. We all say we're going to do things and don't do things. Like, one of the hardest things that you'll ever go through is the process of learning to tell the truth to yourself. You know, like, and I think everyone in this world will go through some sort of battle. But yeah.
Is that
also-
what you're here to do, though? You're going to come and speak some truths?
Yeah, I'll speak some truth.
That sounds like a great fucking episode, but that leads me into the rangatahi jar. I see Kazi Trev over there bloody writing shit down already. But right here, we're filling up. I think, how much did we tally?
It's like 250, but you still got to put some more in it.
I owe like $20, eh?
$22.
$22. How do you know?
Because I listened to the podcast while I was mowing my lawns.
Oh, I love that. I love that. So that's a good way to fill us in. How do you fill your time listening to us? Because we go on, we're like a Harry Potter movie up in here. We talk for 2.5 hours plus sometimes. So how do you consume us? What do you have on in the background, or how do you listen to us? Is it on Spotify? Is it on YouTube? Apple Podcasts? Whatever. The bro Angus over here, how do you listen to us?
Spotify now. I didn't even know that too much about the Spotify. So I was putting my phone on YouTube, chucking your podcast on, and just having it in my pocket. And as I was walking mowing the lawns, just being conscious.
Try not to pause it.
It pauses.
Or puts
And
another
then
video on.
And then I got to get it out, press play. But now Spotify, earbuds in.
Mean.
man.
Do you have ads on your YouTube?
Nah, premium.
Oh, okay. Because imagine the cunt trying to watch our 2.5 episode, hour-long episode, and there's just ads.
Yeah, that'd be annoying.
Yeah, and I didn't finish. What reminds me is the Kazi DJ TJ over there writing shit down again. But every time we swear up on here, we're 50 cents into that rangatahi jar. Hold us accountable. Tally us up. You count how many swears and put that in, just in case Kazi DJ TJ is adding an extra few on mine. I feel like he is.
Nah, I don't think he is.
I think he is.
Sometimes you'll say a sentence. It might only be a 20-word sentence, if that, or 10-word sentence, and 60% of those words are fuck. Oh, I just started it off accidentally.
You are a jar. And bro, if you swear, Ethan's got you. He'll cover your costs, so that's all good.
I actually did just pay all the guest bill, but the guest bill was only like $20-something of
but
all of our
mine's-
guests.
I can't keep on top of mine, bro.
Yours is the most.
But Nana
I think
Ethan,
you've put like $100 and something
this is
in
Nana
it.
Ethan, eh? We need to ban her.
No.
Ban.
Have you guys,
think that's
have you
the
guys
best.
thought
BanNan.
about,
Hashtag BanNan.
have you guys thought about what you're actually going to spend it on? I know you've
We've
talked about
definitely thought about-
and
Yep.
ice creams.
We've
and
we've
it
talked
come
about
down to a bit of a
ideas about what we're gonna do, and ideas of where to put it, but then also we like the idea of other people seeing where they want to have it as well, because again, it is a lot for the community and that. So we've got ideas, we've got things for it to go to.
Let everyone have their say. Everyone in the community.
Yeah, so if you're out there watching this episode, tell us right now, what would you do? What would you want us to put this funds towards? If it hits $500, we're taking that out and doing something for the youth of our community.
You mean when, not if.
You could always
halfway
talk to the schools and get students, 5-year-olds and stuff, to write down if something was free at an event or something, would you like sausages or ice creams, and get the kids to vote.
Yeah, well, the Minifest is going to have free sausages all.
Absolutely, bro. That's a great plug for the Minifest. That's next month, November 30th. Yep. That's our community day, making a statement, presenting, and that's in collaboration with Foxton, Barber and Beauty. Thank you so much, bro, for everything you do for us, the team. You keep us looking sharp, and a great person to have a chat with. I think most people know that, a barber is somebody that you can actually have a conversation and keep up with, because you see them every fucking week or two, or however often we go.
I try to go every 2 weeks.
I try to go every 2 weeks. I've went in there once on a Tuesday and then went back on the Friday. And he's like, bro, there's not even much else to cut. I'm like, bro, just give me a fade. I've got a video shoot tomorrow. I've got a music video.
Yeah. I even got cut on Saturday morning. And my beard started, my line of my beard started coming out, and I was tempted to go in this morning and go and get my beard just redone so it looked fresh. And I was like, no, I'll just try and do it nice as myself. But I can never do it how he does it. I need one of those razors.
Yeah, I just got fucking warehouse fucking just shave it all. Yeah, just gone.
Tidy.
Yeah.
You look clean without a beard, though, bro.
Sometimes I see you.
Well, I only grow a neck.
Yeah, I was gonna say sometimes I
don't grow a beard. I grow a neck.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's always been like that. You get a little bit on the chin, a little bit of a moat.
It's starting to join, but
how old are you?
28. So
I don't think you've got much hope. You'll start losing hair before it joins, G.
This is it. So
this is it.
It'll go grey before it fills out.
Yeah, just done.
This saves a lot of money.
Yeah, warehouse got the same thing. Chuck it on charge.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, at the Fox and Barber and Beauty though, at the Minifest. Free haircuts for the kids. So you're going to be able to participate in games, get the youth involved. Adults and kids all are able to win prizes. We're going to have prize packs, giveaways, free sausage sizzles ran by the Foxton Karate Club. We're going to have the Karate Club doing a display. We're going to hopefully have the local primary school Kapa Haka. We're going to have some artists such as myself, Joshy E and King Cass performing.
I have to talk in front of everyone.
We're going to be bringing the podcast live and direct to our community.
I'm shitting it too.
You're going to be right, my G. I've led you the path, bro, and this is just the next step because you're jumping all the other ones.
Yeah, but I'm still nervous as hell. I talk to you about it all the time. Like, fuck, it's 1 week closer. I'm shitting it.
Yeah.
I'm going to just stand there. It's going to be the cricket. So I'm
just be the closer you get to it, your heart's going to be beating and
sweating. I'm sweating thinking about it. Straight up. That's how much I'm shitting it.
I was about to say podcast talk, but it's the podcast. Oh, shit. Yeah. No, that's natural, I think. But, the first one's always going to be the hardest. And, I'm going to be real. I don't feel too much nerves anymore when it comes to doing anything. I think music and being on stage and that created a thicker skin for me in that space. Because I remember, I look back, bro, you can find my first ever performances back at Manawatu College at the school assembly. And I'm looking down the whole time in the same spot, looking at the ground, looking at my feet, you know what I mean?
That's how I did speeches in English.
Yeah. And now I look at what I'm doing, it's like, holy shit. But I remember when I was about to open for Tech 9, I went into the bathroom and I was having a panic attack. Fuck, what if I go out there, I forget my shit? It was sold out crowd, bro. And Tech 9, it was the big, and it was I called that my 8 Mile moment. And I was like, what the fuck? I was literally panic attacking in the bathroom and I wet my face looking in the mirror. And I was like, no, you got this. Went out there, I didn't think I missed a beat. I loved the performance. It was awesome. But, it was that nerve. That nerve, that was the only time I felt it in a long time, it was that moment. But I know what you're feeling because I've been there.
Yeah, it was I think the worst one I've ever had was at your wedding.
Yeah.
That was the first, I literally spewed up, thought I was going to pass out. I was sweating because I didn't really know heaps of people there. So it was even worse. My wedding, I was nervous at, but there was a lot Aroha Lee's family in that. I didn't know them. So even sitting up there and everyone looking at me at the table, but I was Are they looking at me? Are they looking at me?
Yeah.
Am I got something on my face? Like, like heaps of stuff. So yeah, that's why I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, anyways.
I'm thinking back to that. I'm pretty sure I didn't sleep for 2 days leading into my wedding, Like,
Nah.
We partied like not the night before the wedding, but the night before the wedding. No, you know,
It was the second night before, yeah.
the second
Before
night,
we went up to Palmy.
the second night before. So that was a Sunday.
Second night before, yeah.
Oh,
Does
that was
make
a-
sense?
That was
Second night?
a Saturday night, I think it was, and then like partied and didn't go to sleep, kind of party.
Yeah.
And then the next day, I had to go and get a haircut at the barber shop.
Oh yeah, we're
And
standing out the front of the barbershop. You were not okay.
Gee, and
No,
I was
it was
sitting
one of those
I was
mornings.
sitting in the chair, bro, and I hadn't even slept, bro.
didn't
And I'm
look-
just sitting in the chair, and I've got my wedding tomorrow, and I'm getting faded, and I'm like, I
Yeah.
think I'm supposed to feel different, but I don't. I feel like
contemplating life.
contemplating
All
life.
bro, we were
Fucked up.
standing
I fucked
outside.
up.
We were standing outside the front of the bar before he showed up, like outside the shop, and just looking at you, just standing there. I was like, dude, you're not good. I don't know how you're going to get through
because I
this.
had my wedding the next day or anything. It was just we fucked up that night.
Yeah,
It was a
Yeah.
big night.
I didn't actually come. I went home. Luckily, I was glad I did because yeah, you did not look happy. I remember I pulled up and you were sitting in the car. Who were you with? Were you with Finn
Finn,
or Luke?
probably Finn, Ricky, and Logan.
Yeah,
Oh,
you were
and-
sitting in
and
the car.
Luke?
Yeah. I remember you were sitting in the car. I pulled out and I looked in the car and you all looked dead as fuck. I was like, oh no. I was like, yeah, I feel mint.
Oh,
Fresh,
that's right.
eh?
You went home early. But yeah, no, nerves are natural. Minifest is going to be great. You're going to kill it. I know you are. So if you're a fan of the Making a Statement podcast, or myself, King Cass, Joshy E, the live entertainment that we're going to bring, if you're a fan of free sausages, if you're a fan of free food, free giveaways, there's going to be ice creams and food carts and games and activities. It's just going to be great. It's going to be a great time. We're trying to make it something special that's going to be on every single year. We just collaborated with More FM, so they're going to be there on the day. They're going to broadcast live from Foxton. We're going to go through and make something special happen. So please make sure you come along. And we've got the Spring Fling this Sunday as well. So if this is just
shit,
out,
I forgot about
if this
that.
is just out on Sunday, and this came out on Sunday, then we
we've
just
been
had
at
the Spring Fling earlier today.
Yeah.
And we were selling our merch at
You
the
did
Making
my
a
maths.
Statement store at Care Design on 41 Main Street. Thank you to the team. They just gave the poster back as well for the Minifest. It looks amazing. We're going to plug that actually. I'm going to put that out. Maybe here. And yeah, we're going to have a great day on that day too, the Spring Fling. Back to Angus
Yes.
and the week you've had and your honesty and the truth speaking.
Yeah.
We start off with where you at out of 10. So
yeah, do
where are
you
you?
want me to
What's the
kick it off?
number? Kick
Yeah.
us off and tell us why. Why you rate yourself there?
Bro, I'm a 10. 10 every day.
I like that.
Like, man, we get tired, we get stressed, things happen, but we wake up and we have goals to hit. We have people to serve. You know, like we got people looking at us, ready for us to carry a load, and it's honorable. You know, like I feel honored every day that I get to go to work, that I find myself being happy to go to the gym with Ethan, even if we're not feeling it, even if I'm tired or if he's tired. Sometimes we miss it out of just things happen, but not because we're tired. If we're tired, we still go. You know, like
Monday.
yeah.
I got out the car and it was like, I looked at him and then I was like, hey bro, and you're like, sup bro? And then I was like, and you're like, oh come on. And then I was like, sweet ass, snapped straight out of it. You know, like kind of lifted it, like
Got it,
kind of lifted me up on the day that I needed to be lifted up. It was good because I was knackered. Hey, I was tired. So it was good.
It happens. So yeah, 10.
I mean, that's a good start.
I love it. 10 is a great. I don't think we've had a 10 out of 10
Nah,
ever
you
from
haven't,
anyone.
you haven't.
Nah.
You
8.5 to a 9 was the.
Is that the average, is it?
That's no, that's the high end.
Oh,
That's the high end. A lot of
average would
people-
actually be like a 6, eh? Because
Yeah.
people have been giving 4s and 5s.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
thank you for coming in here with
you.
that 10 energy, my G.
Bringing that
And
positivity.
are you thirsty?
Pretty thirsty. I'm
Pretty
waiting-
thirsty. We got
I'm-
these
yeah,
sitting
I'm
here
waiting
melting,
here
bro.
to try it.
I got no
Try it,
ice
yeah.
left. I got no ice left. But shout out to the Loaded Tea Bar who have officially sponsored our podcast. We are going to taste these teas right here for you and give you a straight up review. Angus, have you tried these before?
Never tried.
Not a single
So
flavour.
honest opinion.
Honest
coming.
opinion, straight up honest,
Straight up
and we
honest.
ain't
Yeah.
gonna hold back. You
Nah.
tell us
Yeah.
if you don't like it.
And I made it too, so don't be too harsh.
No.
How many scoops?
I did 4,
Oh,
but because Nye did 6, it was too much, and then I did it with 2, and it wasn't enough. So I did 4.
Free, bro, is my sweet spot. But Cuzzy DJ,
Well, I went in the
TJ,
middle.
have you tried one of these before?
No, but do you guys still have ice? Because mine just...
No ice.
I do.
I got
a couple of little.
I got a couple little.
I got heaps.
I've been waiting,
little-
by the way. I was waiting for you guys to plug it because I was
Cool.
getting real thirsty.
We'll let our man of the hour
What flavour have you got?
kick us off.
I have sour watermelon, I think.
I had that one yesterday.
What flavour do you have?
What do you got, bro?
Raspberry, blueberry,
Yeah, blue raspberry.
blue
Yeah.
raspberry. Yeah.
Berry raspberry.
Yeah.
Blue raspberry.
Blue raspberry.
What do you got?
I've got blue raspberry too. Would you believe it though?
Really?
Sour.
It's sour blue raspberry, but
I like the
we
colours.
we made ours with the lemon tea powder, and yours is made with the strawberry tea powder. So the lemon is yellow, and the yellow mixed with the
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
I did the
makes it
maths. So I was
green,
like,
yeah.
why is my drink green, but it's a blue raspberry?
Blue and yellow. Yeah.
Blue and yellow make green, bruv. They taught us that at primary school, so that's why I know what the fucking happened with my drink.
Yeah, that's a swear word, right?
It is. So shout out to the Loaded Tea Bar. You might have to start shouting my my swear words each episode.
We can hit it. We can hit
Sure.
it.
You
Which
got
one,
us.
which one do you have, Ethan?
Oh, pink lemonade. I've had this before.
Oh, Angus,
I don't need to do a test, but I love it.
tell us.
Different. Silence is killing me.
But it's not bad. Like, I'll give it an 8.
An 8?
Yeah,
I'll
That's
give it an
strong,
8.
bro.
Actual, like,
What is it? What hits you? Is it too sweet? Is it what?
nah,
what's-
like it's the flavors are. I think it's a bit on
Nice.
point. But I really like how smooth. Like, I know it's tea,
Yeah.
but it's real smooth.
Yeah.
You know,
Sugar free as well,
it's
bro.
refreshing, bro.
Yeah,
Like when you've
yeah.
got the big bits of ice in there, like on a hot day, it's so nice. We have like the thermal bottles that keep it real cold, so like we can go out all day and have like a liter
Yeah.
and drink it all day, and it always stays cold. It's so refreshing. Like it's yeah.
No, it's
What a
good.
plug.
It's
Shot
good.
loaded
Yeah,
tea.
thank you.
That's 1 for 1. One day a guest is going to sit there and say, what the fuck did I just drink?
Nah,
That was-
no, I don't think so. It's not bad. Like, it's good. It's good.
Does it have the toe energy in it?
No.
No. Did
No,
you
the
opt
toe
out?
the toe energy changes the flavor heap. So I was like,
I
do it
always
without.
use it. I don't like the flavor without it. I love the flavor with it. So make that a choice, bruv. When they do,
I did say
You didn't. Oh, okay. So the toe energy is what I use. So it's a replacement for me from an energy drink
Yep.
because it's all like somehow healthy. I don't know how they'll have to jump in the comments or you have to check out their website,
probably a cleaner
loadedteabar.co.nz or
caffeine
something.
or something. Might be like a different
Yeah,
caffeine or
yeah,
something.
yeah, and it's sugar free. So, Cuzzy DJ TJ, sour watermelon, how is it?
I haven't tried it yet. But
Oh, let's go. Come on camera even for it.
Yeah.
that's exactly how I imagine it will taste. Sour watermelon. Yeah, it tastes real nice too.
That is the flavor.
It doesn't taste.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I
That's
actually
good.
generally.
That's 2 for 2.
That's 2 for 2. What do you rate it?
I reckon like a. I actually really like this. Probably like a 9.5.
Ooh.
Nice.
That's actually good.
That's- yeah, yeah,
I don't
they
even
are
need to
actually
wait
good.
'cause
They
I
are.
already have mine.
Hold on. Cheers, G. Cheers.
Oh yeah, cheers.
Shout-
Have you
shout
tried
out.
that one?
I haven't. So you're about to get an honest review from me because if I don't like this, I'm going to say it. Like you had one yesterday, I didn't like it, cotton candy.
Yeah, I wasn't too fine on the cotton candy. I think it was a bit too like.
But I also don't know how many scoops you chucked in. It might come down to ratios and that. You'd have
I
to
did
try it a few
4.
different times.
I do 4 with everyone.
Yeah.
Nye does 6 because she likes it real sweet and strong.
Yeah.
I don't like it that strong.
Cheers, my bro. Shout out to the Loaded Tea Bar sponsorship. What a move between making a statement podcast. But blue raspberry, let's go. Sour blue raspberry.
I like my flavor. That's why Nye said,
Yeah.
"You better not have that flavor." And I was like,
Yeah.
Is that her favorite?
"Yeah."
I
Pink
want to try
lemonade.
that green apple one you've got.
That's almost gone too. That's one of our favorites.
Yeah, I love green apple, bros. There's so many flavors.
Yeah.
There's so many
Yeah.
flavors. Like I've only tried like 4 or 5 flavors.
Yeah, we've got like 10, and I think I've got like 5 of those that I still haven't even tried yet. Because I keep having the ones that I like because I'm like, I've already had it, and then I try another one. I'm like, damn, that's good. I like that. So I have more and have more.
What do you think?
Oh, I like it. I can taste the sour blue raspberry. It tastes like what it's supposed to be. And like I said, I use it as a replacement for an energy drink. So my daily cycle is in the morning, I'll make a coffee at my coffee machine, a caramel latte, take me and wifey one for work. And then I get to work and I have a litre of water. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, I have a litre of water. And then I have a protein shake with my creatine in it. And then I have a coffee after the gym.
Yeah.
That's my, and then when I get home, I have a loaded tea. Yeah. And then throughout the day, I'll
Is that why you stay up so late? Because you've had one of those loaded teas and you're like pinged? Because I was about to say what I was messaging you last night. Can I touch on that quickly?
Well, yeah, we'll just, how are you out of 10? And then we'll go to Kazi DJ TJ after you this time.
Yeah, that makes sense because we're still doing the ratings.
Yeah.
I'm a 6. Only because
I want to bring the energy down, guy.
No, I'm gonna say it in two. I'm gonna say it in two different things and then give you the final. So I'm a 6 because I'm flat, because I'm super tired. Because we were at the hospital all night last night because we thought their baby was coming. So about 10 o'clock last night, 10:30, I got woken up and I was throwing up. And then she said she was having lots of cramps. We started timing them. They're about 6 minutes apart. We got about 5 or 6 in a row that were consistent, 2 minutes every 6 minutes. And it was just constantly happening. We were like, oh, I better call the midwife. And then we went down there. They checked her. She was dilated, everything. We were like, oh, maybe it's coming. Lay there for about 4.5 hours and nothing happened. And no one was getting any sleep. It was like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. But what I was going to get to before is I messaged you at whatever time, it might have been 10, and then you replied to me at like 1:30 in the morning. And I was like in the hospital walking around. I was like, bro, did I say to you, go to sleep? I think you should go to sleep now or something.
Yeah, you did.
I don't remember because I was so tired, but I feel like I did say it.
You did say that.
Yeah, because I replied to you and then I was like, anyways, you should probably go to sleep because it was like 2:30 in the morning.
Keep me updated.
Yeah, right. But we ended up having to come home and now it could still be 2.5 weeks from today. So I don't know what the maths is. My maths is bad.
Remove 5 days from 21.
2 weeks.
1 week.
And then remove 4 because I did the maths wrong.
I'm not even going to say.
Gee, I'm even mathing for you.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, roughly 2 weeks. But yeah. So I'm tired, but I feel good because I'm excited. So like the excitement and like being in the hospital made it feel real, and then coming home and seeing the girls and they were excited, that pulled me right up. So that put me up to like a 9.5. So like I would say I'm a good 8 to 8.5 because of the happiness. I am tired. I had a bit of a sleep today. I got told to stay home, which was quite nice with the friggin' terrible weather we've had all day. But yeah, so that brought me back up. So I'm good. I'm just super tired. So
did you get a nap in?
Yeah, I had like 45 minutes. So that was good enough. If I sleep for too long, it makes me more tired. Like if I have already missed my sleep, if I just have a power nap, then I'm good. I wake up and I feel fresh. So I just had a sleep, woke up, had a shower, and then felt good.
Yeah, I don't nap. I don't nap.
I don't tend to nap.
I can't fit a nap into my schedule, bro. Like I'm too busy. I can't nap.
I don't tend to nap, but I didn't get to sleep till like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then woke up again at 7. So
yeah, of course. But like, with Aroha, like she goes, if you're napping, you're sick. Like if I'm ever having a nap, if you ever hear of me napping, I'm sick.
Really?
Legit.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen it. Man flu.
Dilz.
That's real though.
Pneumonia,
man flu
Dilz.
hits.
Bro, yeah, I've had pneumonia.
Flu
I've had pneumonia, bronchitis, that fucked up flu, the tonsillitis, the strep throat, bro. I get hit, bro.
And you just wander around in your dressing gown and you look fucking dead.
Yeah, when I'm but like recovery, you know, it's a part of the process.
I suppose.
You got to go full dressing gown.
I go full dressing gown every night. I'm recovering every night.
You full dressing gown?
Yeah, full dressing gown. Butt naked underneath.
You slip. Yeah, I like doing that for the studio. Like if I'm going to go chill in the studio, bro, it's real freedom feeling. Like, but then I get a cold bum. Does it sit on the leather chair?
Why don't you pull the...
The dressing gown's not long enough.
Oh, that one. Oh.
Was it more of a 90?
It's like a zip. You might as well just wear a zip-up jersey.
That'd be cute, eh? Just a little doodle flopping out the bottom of it.
Like I said, a little doodle.
Just hanging out the bottom.
Oh my god.
Fuck, that would be cute.
Oh my god. That reminds me of. Did I send you that video of that Strong Comms or whatever is their podcast, and they're talking about having a bath as an adult?
Yeah.
And he's like doing this, and it's like your doodle flopping around. Bro, that cracked me up hard out. I sent that to Finn, and he's like, yeah, I need to have a big bath because I'm big. And then I was like, yeah, well, yours wouldn't be like floating, it'd be like a beach, like a seal on the beach.
That
flopping on his tummy.
That Loch Ness photo that you were talking about. That Loch Ness photo. Bro, all hanging out the water.
Bro, that cracked me up.
Imagine Fint at home listening to this podcast. All of a sudden, we're talking about his dick.
Bro, it was crack up. Such a fun. Yeah, that was funny, man.
Yeah, I like it. So, like, if we're having a spa bath, the water has to be full enough, or there has to be enough bubbles, so you're not just watching the inflatable man out the front of the shop.
Yeah, I'm the same. I don't really have baths that often anymore, but you definitely have to have bubbles all through it. You can't. Yeah, definitely.
Get some salts in there and stuff.
Oh yes, yeah, I do that quite often actually.
You just said you don't bath.
I don't bath unless there's heaps of bubbles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I do have
rubber
the
ducky.
Epsom salts.
So you quite often have bubble baths with Epsom salts.
Yeah, and I have I put candles and everything.
Oh,
it's real
yeah.
good recovery.
It is.
No music, no phones, just lie
Yeah.
there, comfortable, relaxing. It's nice.
I use the
Sunday nights normally.
I use the. Is it Rexona has a bath salts?
I'm not too sure.
Rexona, I'm pretty sure we've got Rexona bath salts, and they have a scent.
You just plugged them 3 times. They're not our sponsor.
Sponsor us like the Loaded Tea Bar did.
Epsom salts.
Epsom salts, Rexona ones. I think that's what we use. But Cuzzy DJ TJ, where are you at out of 10 over there? I heard you had a day off mahi.
Oh yeah, so I am probably I would say an 8. The reason why not higher is because I had to get my tooth pulled out on Friday.
Which tooth?
My back tooth. So
Wisdom?
2 away from the wisdom.
Oh, yeah.
So, but it's real annoying because the rules is you can't brush your teeth around the affected area, and the 2 teeth back there is getting very dirty. And I can't even do anything about it
How long did they
Can
say
you
not
mouthwash?
to do that for?
for a week.
For a whole week. Don't
Yeah.
brush your teeth.
Yeah.
Can you
Can you mouthwash?
Yeah, I haven't thought of that.
Nah, I have to salt wash. So I have to grab
Yeah,
hot
yeah.
water, grab salt, and swirl it around my
rinse it,
mouth
yeah.
like 4 times a day.
Have you
You
got
should
a used to it?
mouthwash and then salt wash. So mouthwash and then rinse it with water and then salt wash. You want to leave the salt wash in there.
Yeah, you want to leave that
But-
fast.
You could probably use mouthwash. I don't know
Gee,
why you
just get
couldn't.
some mouthwash and put some
Have a
Dettol
couple.
in it. Put
Ah,
some Dettol in your mouthwash.
What the fuck?
That will fix you. And it will
I
fix your
think
breath.
you're not supposed to do that.
Does it say that anywhere? Does it say don't mix with
I think it's
mouthwash?
common sense.
You don't swallow it.
Yeah, but you still end up with the residue in your mouth, and then you end
Yeah.
up swallowing your spit, and then you're swallowing Dettol. That's why even you know what?
It could be killing your taste buds. It could be there's a
Yeah.
lot of things that you
Research it a little bit and then probably do that.
Don't do that.
But
Don't.
I was going to say, kids, if you're listening, but you shouldn't be because this is breaking the stigma and we have adult conversations because we are unfiltered, uncensored, unedited, and unscripted. So just keep that in mind.
He's
if you're
researching it.
If you're not here to listen to the swears, then over there is where you can disappear.
No, you cannot drink Dettol liquid as it is poisonous and can
You
cause
just
serious
fucking
harm.
killed so
I
many
know,
people.
but I never
They
said
went
drink
straight
it.
to the cupboard.
He did say not.
I
drink
didn't
it.
say drink it. You don't drink mouthwash.
Doesn't matter.
Can you
It's
Google?
still toxic.
Can you Google what happens if you use a
Do you
white
know all the
mouthwash?
It's
people
just
just
bad.
paused
It's
the
just
episode?
bad.
All
It's
the
just
people just
bad.
paused that episode and they went and go use Dettol mouthwash, and there's people dying right now because of you.
No, Dilz.
That's why I say I'm not an influencer. Don't let
$50
me
in the
influence your
rangatahi jar.
decisions.
Also, you didn't let me finish. One of the effects that happens is you get a chemical burn in your mouth.
There you go.
Yeah,
There
so
you
don't
go.
do it.
The mouthwash dilutes it out.
No, don't make it any
What
better
is this
because someone
out?
might test
Stop
it.
trying to make it work. It's not working.
Bleep this out.
All right, G, you just keep sitting over there with your stink breath then, all right? You don't want to take my advice? You can just smell.
Just use mouthwash.
Actually, also, what's in that load of tea? Because it's slowed me down heaps. Like, I've just felt it slowed me down
They
Like my
laced
ADHD.
yours.
Yeah.
Your ADHD?
Yeah.
Probably Ritalin then.
Oh,
They,
shit.
laced it with Ritalin, my
They
G.
didn't lace it, but yeah.
Nah,
But you-
but yeah, I felt myself like slow down, like just wind down more. As,
You obviously didn't
Maybe
have the energy one.
I don't
Did
know.
he have the energy
No,
shot?
he didn't.
I feel good.
I feel good too.
Yeah, same.
oh no, this is like a good feeling, like a nice chill.
Did you take something before the podcast?
No, oh what a
Are you room stoned?
Oh fuck, we can't even have the moment of silence for the fire brigade because it's not Monday.
It's not.
I had it
I was
last night.
looking
and
forward
then
to it.
It's
you know,
not.
like,
I'm
Yeah.
trying to get
Having
my
a
logo
silent-
displayed.
but we can shout them out still.
shout
Shout
them
out the
yeah.
Foxton Fire Brigade for everything you do, because if you didn't respond to a drill today, you probably responded to a real incident, and that's even bigger. So shout out to the Foxton Fire Brigade, our local community, and everybody else out there around the country and the world that is doing something special.
How are you?
How am I? I'm going to go 8.5. Fuck, man. I feel great on the back end of editing a podcast. Do you know how much stress it is editing these podcasts and having them ready for release every week?
Well, now we've had to push it out a day as well because of Cuzzy Trev.
Yeah, so once
So now we get a
once-
day. Now it's a day less. So even I have to, even just doing the uploads, I have to press upload. Then I have to sit there for like an hour and a half to do it that same night. So you get it the next day.
and then I got to download it. And
So
then,
we finish this. I
edit.
go and adjust the audio and then start downloading it. And then the last time I actually woke up in the middle of the night, I came out and started uploading it that night. So that it was at like, I don't even know, 12:30, 1 o'clock at night. I quickly came outside and sent it to the drive so that you'd have it in the morning.
and
But that's
then-
what we have to do now
Yeah.
because of you.
And but then I get the file. This is regardless of if it was shot on a Monday or a Tuesday, though. It's a fucking long process. Like, then I get the file. I've got to download it. It's like 45 gigabytes. The last one was. That takes a minute.
Yeah, and your laptop died.
Laptop died, so I had to restart. But download the file, and then I do the color grade of the file and do, you know, the make it look nice, and then I chop up all the intro, which is, you know, that's time consuming, going through the whole 2.5 hours to find the best pieces to put at the start, do all of that, and then export the file. That takes, before I do that, I export the file. Then I got to run it through another system, so that takes 3 hours to export, 3 hours to upload, and then do all of the chops of all those reels, the edits, the little clips.
Yeah, go sit there
And that's my Saturday, so I sit there doing that for hours.
Do you just sit there and wait for it to upload?
No,
I was gonna say, why don't you
That's
just
watching
start it and
concrete
then
dry.
and why don't you start it and then be like, sweet, I might go out for a walk or something.
no, like I'm usually trying to download it or upload it in the background when I go to sleep that night or whatever. So like if I've just color graded the file and edited the stuff at the start, well now I'm hitting export and going to sleep when I'm finished.
Right.
And then the next day I can, you know, carry on the next step.
Right. Okay. I was gonna say, because you're like, I sit there for hours. I was like, do you sit there and wait for it?
No, it would be dumb. But it's a process. It's a long process, and on the back end of getting it all done, where it's now no stress for a moment, it was a breather, and now we're shooting a new episode, so it's like bittersweet. It's like, damn, now I'm gonna be busy.
And I'm stoked with the way that you've picked out how to do the clips now.
Yeah.
So the Dudley one and the Kaylani one, those clips look mean with the let's say AI generated, but it's not. It's
No,
a clip
it's
that
not.
they've put up that we've taken and added it to the file, but it looks mean.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it looks really cool.
professional.
Yeah,
But
it is cool.
also like the Dudley clip, we chucked that up yesterday, and it was like 20,000 plus views on YouTube now.
Shit,
20,000 plus.
that's good.
And the Kaylani one is nearly like 10K. So that little extra bit of time, you know, attention to detail,
Yeah.
just always trying to elevate and level up. And it's
If
like,
it-
what else can I do? What else can we do? And it's just looking at other products. What does everybody in the actual world of what I consume do that works? And it's like, okay, I'm going to grab this, and try that, and improve that. We'll fix that.
It'd be
we'll make
like
this.
It'd be like when you mow the lawns and you're like, oh, I could trim that up a little bit and make it look
Yeah.
way better.
Yeah.
Do you do that?
But sometimes it might even just be a detail that only you would notice.
Yeah.
The people at home would watch probably episode 1 and thought, man, this is the bee's knees. Not realizing until we've evolved it and you watch episode 1 and then watch episode 12 what we've actually been up to, you know?
Yeah. Practicing,
Yeah.
confidence building,
Learning.
effort.
Okay. Anyways,
But yeah, 8.5, that's where I'm at. And I like being busy because
front pocket.
busy is good because making a statement, bro, is like my passion, you know? This is my what I've been wanting to create in forever. Like it's a movement, bro. I was actually I was just reflecting last night because I was always a huge fan of Hopson.
Yeah.
Hopson, Funk Volume, everything they did. And I'm looking at it and it's like, I want to do that but better. Like, I just love the blueprint, you know, the foundation that was. It's like, fuck, imagine if I could pull off doing anything that even resonates similar to what that is and has that much of an impact in any capacity to someone that watches what we do. And we're feeling that impact too. Like, we're doing these podcast episodes, people message and drop comments and share it and, you know, tell stories and tell us face to face. Like,
Angus calls me and tells me.
We'll talk about that, like, because people are giving us feedback, and it's like, that's why we do it. It doesn't matter if it doesn't get 1 billion views or we're not sponsored yet, because at the same time, we're just having these conversations with people on our couch in the way that we've created this fashion, and it's making an impact on people's lives, and they're dedicating 2.5 hours to listen to them. So, as a listener, bro, because you've come on here as a audience member pretty much. Hey, you've pretty much watched every episode. You can tell. You're talking back the podcast to us, so you're definitely a fan of it. So tell us.
Well, tell you what though, like
tell as like, what are you tuning in for? What makes you a fan of what we're doing?
Man, I see Ethan almost daily. I see you guys. I follow everything, and honestly, I see your hard work, and you cannot like turn away from hard work. You know, I see the late night that you guys do, the early mornings, the sacrificing time with your family.
That's a hard one.
You know, like these are the things that you have to do. You know, like you've got a passion, you've got a dream, you've got goals that you're striving for. Man, I'm all about that life. I love it. That's why I listen to your podcast. Not only because these are my mates. You know, like I'm genuinely a fan, and I love watching people grow. You know, like planting seeds and growing, and you
could probably, like, because I think watched the original OG launch of the podcast, right? Like a couple 2-3 years ago, whenever I launched that. I remember you were tuned in for that.
I remember one night in the shed at your parents' place, we were talking about it, and you were like, I'm going to start a podcast.
I remember that.
We were sitting there having a good night, someone's birthday or something, and we were sitting there, me, you, Ethan, Eddie, and throw it out there because we were doing podcast talk. We were doing podcast talk, and you said, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start a podcast, and this is the result.
I was going to bring that up because was he in this conversation too?
He was in and
out.
He was in and out.
But that's still full circle because look where that conversation came to.
Done. Yeah.
Because I remember that, and I was going to bring that up to you. That was something I had in my mind for our conversation here. And I remember that night in the shed, and there was Eddie, and I do remember you coming and going, and we were talking and drinking, and it was, you know, connection, and we're just being real and openly talking about everything. And I said, bro, this is like a podcast. And it's like, I'm gonna make a podcast.
Now look at this studio. Got your brothers working alongside of you. Got your cousin working alongside of you. Got people admiring, people noticing your work. Like
sponsoring with loaded teas.
Yeah, like it's funny because in your latest song, King Cash says, I don't have to testify, but this is the testament. You know, like all of this is the testament of hard work, dedication, sacrifice. You know, like you say, man, motivation, it's discipline. You know, like people are too busy looking for motivation. Man, it's discipline. It's sacrificing what you want to do for the betterment of your family, for your future. That you know, like it's the opposite to comfortability.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you know, like
you say that to me all the time, eh?
Yeah.
I love how you mentioned discipline though, because that's facts. That's actual factual.
Actual factual. And like we were talking out before we started, we were taking a piss in the toilet, which was the fence. And
I think that at that point we were talking about the gym and discipline. And like for me, like when I go to the gym, because I'm back at the gym now, and I just feel I feel so good, my mind and my body, and because for me that's my moment of connectivity. Like I go in there. My mind shifts. I'm back in this environment that, like, I know where I am. I'm in this place. I feel comfortable, and then I can do my warm up and do my stretches. And I take my time now because I've learned my lessons from rushing in and not looking
Getting
after and
injured.
respecting the space.
injured.
I've got injuries I've got to cater to, and I want to make sure that, you know, I'm looking after my body.
Yeah.
But it's put my phone down and just stop, put my music in and just do my thing, bro.
Spend time with yourself.
Exactly.
Spend time with yourself.
I was thinking about that too. I was like, I love actually that I come to the gym by myself because there's so much accountability in it.
Yeah.
You go and put your dependability on another person. If you're only going to go to the gym with that person, and that person can't go, now that becomes your excuse to not go. I didn't like that cycle, so I just go, and this is my time.
Yeah. Well, like I truly believe like that is I was talking to my partner Maria.
Shout out Maria.
Shout out
Angus's
Maria.
partner.
And man, it's so important just to take an hour by yourself in prayer and whatever, you know, take an hour by yourself, away from chaos, away from life, and whatever it's doing. And like I tell Maria, and man, I come back a better partner, a better dad, you know, like just taking an hour gives me the refresh to keep going. And man, I'm spoiled to have her because I love you, baby. You work so hard. We're so proud of you. You know, like, and I'm sitting here sometimes breaking the stigma, feeling like I'm not doing enough.
I feel that, bro.
You know,
I still feel I don't do enough.
Yeah.
I still feel like before I go to sleep, I'm always like, fuck, could I be doing something else?
Yeah.
Always.
It's always on my mind. Man, I'm not doing enough. I could have gave that a little bit more, you know, like something.
But you're always doing something.
Yeah.
Every
You know,
time
like,
I come over to your house, you're sitting there doing paperwork, or you're walking around with baby, or you're cleaning up, or you're making her a drink or something. And it's the same as Maria. Like, she is like such a good host. Like, you go to the house.
You told me about, was it like when you went to rugby and the tray you got?
Yeah,
food?
we had, bro. She's always, she makes food. She gets you drinks. She like is she like I don't want to even use the word servant. Like, she is just such a good host. Like, you go to the house, she does everything.
Servant wouldn't have been a good word to use.
No, but you know what I'm saying. But that's what it sounds like. She serves the people that are coming to the house. She does well. She's a good host. She like, you walk in, she's like, you guys hungry? She'll make like a full on feed. Like, not just grab you a bag of chips and throw it on the couch. Like, she makes like real healthy, good foods, drinks, that sort of thing. Like, she really looks after her guests. It's so nice. Like, you walk in the house, I love it.
Imagine the treatment this fella gets. No, she loves them.
But that's the thing.
But their household works so well.
Like, I'm serious. That's not an act. You know, like, she doesn't just put that on. That's our lives 24/7. Because, like, it's for me, for us, it's God. It's 100% God. We're a partnership. We are one. It's not my things and her things. It's not my money and hers. We're not even married yet. But we are one under God. She loves to serve. I love to serve. We serve each other.
Just in different ways.
You know, like, yeah. I have no idea how because I do not deserve a woman like Maria. It's.
You've come a long way.
How long have you been together?
2.5 years. I don't know. We don't have an anniversary. We don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
You just love each other every day.
We just love each other every day.
And it's on it like
beautiful.
Unless you've seen them, bro. Honestly, like, I always, every time I come in, I say to Angus, your relationship is like it's beautiful. Like, it is. It's like, I love seeing them together because like they work so well together. Like I say, Angus is hard work. He goes out, does everything that he can do to provide for the family, comes home, and Maria's got this done and this done and this done, and she runs that household, and he comes home to a warm meal, and
she's the boss.
It's funny.
She wears the pants.
Oh, it's not even like that.
Yeah,
like
they have their balance. Their balance is perfect. It's like, you look at old school, the way that old school love was. You know, the woman looks after the household and cares, and the man is the provider and the protector. It's very much like that. Like, and I fucking love it. Like, straight up, I love that
I knew
shit,
a swear
bro.
word was coming.
Yeah, fuck, I love it, bro. Straight up. Like I say this every time me and Nye go in there. I'm like, man, that's so cool. Like, and
So,
actually,
what's your relationship like?
let me add on that, though.
Oh,
Let
yeah.
me add on that. Man, it's not sunshines and rainbows all the time.
Oh, no.
Man,
but
we
no
have some
relationship is.
disagreements. We have some disagreements. Sometimes we're in our fields and one of us, or both, it's usually when both of us are are tired. You know, like, we're tired. We're like, we do. Like, we're human. Everyone's human. But we listen to each other.
Yeah.
We genuinely, it doesn't matter what it is, we listen to each other. It's so important that
Communication
is key.
to drop ego to zero. You have to drop ego to zero, and I have to listen to what I can work on. And I love this woman, so I'm going, I'll work on those things. She, vice versa. I'll tell her what I want her to work on. She works on them because she loves me. And it's for the betterment of the household, for our life, for what we're building, for what God wants us to be doing. Like,
that's really great, Lane, to be able to have, and that communication is key. I swear that. Like, I definitely believe in that. And what you've just said, though, man, some relationships can go south, and some relationships are just toxic, and you try and tell that other person what they need to work on.
You got it.
This is where that's going to go. You know,
got to drop ego.
Yeah.
Both parties. You know, both parties. You got to drop ego. You got to drop the I do's. You know, I do this and I do this, and you know, like that. That's a no. That's not communicating. That's you know, that's a.
I heard that in a communication course. What you just said.
No, but that's even though it's not, and no, because no one's like meaning it in an attacking way. But it's attacking back and forth. It's attacking,
making someone feel like they're not doing enough, and that sort of thing.
And I'm guilty of it. I'm sure we're all guilty. Everyone's
definitely
guilty.
done
You know,
it.
like, we're all guilty of it. You know, like,
I've done it.
That's one of our biggest things that we're discussing at the moment is, like, obviously with baby coming, Nia's going on maternity leave, and we had a good conversation on the weekend about it, is the duty of work for a partner, a wife in a relationship. Like, we've basically made the decision now, like, I've worked myself into a position where I can now provide completely for the family, that Shania doesn't need to go back to work.
Yeah.
So, but then her thing is, well, she wants to feel like she's giving something to the relationship and to the family. She feels like if she doesn't work, she's not doing that. But we've been explaining to and talking to each other. I haven't been explaining to her. We've been communicating about the fact that her being at home with baby and picking the kids up and keeping the household
that's the love
where it needs to be, and me being able to go to work all day with a nice full packed lunch. Which, like, I went to work the other day, jumped in the ute with James, pulled my lunchbox out to have something to eat, and I have a full lunchbox, nice chicken, avocado, lettuce, sandwiches, like, massive lunch. And he's like, "Do you make your lunch?" I said, "No, my wife does." He's like, "Damn, so that's awesome." I was like, "Yeah," and like, that's what we discussed. Like, that's she's really taken on this role of, now she's out of work, she understands that. She's doing everything that she can to make my life easier when I go to work, as well as when I get home, and I'm doing everything I can so that she doesn't have to stress about going to work and coming home and still having to look after the kids and clean the house and do all these things. We do that together anyways.
Taking burdens from each other.
But so, like, I want her to really focus on, like, because once the kids grow up, you know, what she want to do from there. So I'm like saying to her, like, pick a career. Pick something that you really, really want to work on, and use these next few years to build something for yourself that you love. Because, you know, like, I love my job and I love coming out here. This is my second job and I love doing this. So for me, I've captured everything I need to in regards to work. So now I can just keep working. Yeah. But she still hasn't been able to find her niche and what she wants to do. So I want to allow her the next few years to be able to have that time, because, you know, she had
a money stress and bringing in money and
exactly, because she had Ivy young. So she never really got that chance to do the studies and the unis and this sort of thing. And she had to go at the real estate, but with our situations, it wasn't working. Where, I mean, now she'd probably be able to go back to doing that because we don't rely on the income. Yeah. But again, it'd be good for her to be able to just, like, really pick something that she's passionate about, so that when she's going to work, it's not a job. She loves it.
As a partner, as a husband, that you are, man, and you probably resonate with this too, is, man, that's what you want for your wife. You know, you want your wife to be able to just pick whatever she wants to do without having the stress of doing things. You know, like, if they want to go for a walk, if they want to sleep in a little bit, you know, like that's why you work so hard, you know, like so that you got to put the cross on your back and walk up that hill so that the people that you love don't have to.
Especially like once you become a father, eh?
Yeah.
Like I remember we talked quite a lot about how much your life will change once your child is earthsight, like is born.
Yeah.
Because like I said to you so many times, you wait, and then you told me you're right, like about the emotion and the amount of passion that it will bring into your life about how hard you want to work.
Yeah.
Because you're not only keeping you and your partner afloat, you've now got this child that you need to bring up and show them and teach them the way the hard work. You want them to grow up like you know, you've got a son, we've got daughters, I'm now about to have a son, but especially for men, like they need to be raised to know what hard work is. And your kids are going to grow up and they're going to see, man, dad worked hard his whole life. All I ever saw was dad working hard. You know what I mean? So that's like, for me, that's what I'm trying to do is like for my girls, like I want my girls to find a man that works hard. I don't want them to see some bum that, you know, I don't want to be like a guy just gets on the piss on the weekend and does nothing. Then they're probably going to be like, oh man, that's the normal way for a man to act. Whereas they're going to see people like us and they're going to be like, man, you know, and I surround myself with people that work hard, and that's because I want my kids to see that when they're trying to find a partner when they're old enough. I hope it's not for 20 years, but but you know, but I want them to go and find a hard worker, someone that provides for their family, that sets good morals and that sort of thing. Not not a person that just slacks off and does nothing all day and sits on the couch. You know,
drinking, looking forward to the weekend, and like looking forward to the weekend to drink, like.
Which we used to do.
Which we
I used to do when I was like 18, 19, 20.
I think it was about 21, 22 when I stopped, but we were bad. Like, and it wasn't until I met Shania, and I've said this before, I snapped. And I remember we were still kind of like going through the stages that we were going through, which we might touch on a little bit. But there was drinking and all that stuff. And it wasn't until I fully pulled myself, well, we fully aligned, me and Shania, and got together, that I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, there's a kid around. We still, we still went out and had fun, but it got worse. And like in my head, it got worse and worse and worse. And it was to the point of, you know, the last 6 months that I went, I don't want to drink anymore, because I don't want my kids to see that as you work hard all week just to go and get pissed on the weekend and then sit there on a Sunday hungover and feel bad for yourself. So now it's like, we get up, we go, come visit you guys. I come visit you guys. All like most weekends, I'll see both of yous, and the weekend we'll be like, want to visit? We'll come around, hang out. Kids will play. We'll go and work in the studio. The girls will have social time, swim in the pool. We'll come over. We'll have good conversation, which the kids will see. You go over to hang out. I remember when I was young, my mum would take me over to her friend's house, and we'd have good conversations and stuff. So that's what I want my kids to grow up seeing. Not, oh, we're going to stay with auntie because mum and dad are going out to get on the piss, and then tomorrow we're just going to get stuck playing in our room with our toys because they don't want to do anything.
Yeah, because they're hungover.
So I think that really, really matters. And I think, again, you don't really, truly realize it until you have kids. Some people don't even realize it when they have kids.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But you need to.
Yeah.
You go back to that.
You need to.
If we're speaking to you, you go back to the moment of that connectivity as a father. And like, my son was born prematurely, 6 weeks premature. And right as COVID level 4, the second round of lockdowns came, and he had to stay in the hospital with the prenatal ward, and I wasn't allowed there overnight. And so, and I had the other kids. I had to I had to go on the emergency benefit and shit. It was a crazy time. So if you're a soon-to-be mum, including Shania, my sister, his wife, have your babies when they're expected to be made and come out. That's the best time, because people are prepared for it.
Yeah.
But no, at that point, I had to go home, and I cried, bro. I went home, and for whatever reason, I cried, and I called Aroha and I said, fuck, I don't understand this, but I miss him, and I don't understand that at all, because what is he doing? You know, nothing. There's not anything.
Do you remember, Angus? You can remember. I told you. I said, you'll feel this emotion that you don't even know how to expect it. It just comes as soon as you see that child. Because you see your partner, your wife, going through this mass amounts of pain, and just she's sacrificing all that. That could be so dangerous for you guys to grow your family and for something, you know. And when that child's there, that's your blood.
Yeah.
You know, like the amount of love that comes out, the emotion. That's it. Like I said to him, I cried as soon as it happened. I cried. I lay there on the lazy boy with baby in the middle, Naya there, and I just stared at her all night, just crying. And then for a week straight, I was emotional because I just anytime I thought about her, I just got upset. I had to go back to work, got upset because it was like, you know, and that's what I mean. You don't know this love. Nobody knows that love until they have kids, man. And it's crazy. Like
it sucks when you have to go to work and like, especially when they're a baby, and it's like,
it's I did a lot of thinking and praying on that because we've talked about it quite a lot. The saying abundance of joy, a little bundle of joy, or like it really is. The feeling is abundance, like
too much
love. Responsibility is huge. Just, you know, like a sense of responsibility is huge. Like
especially as a first-time parent.
Yeah, you know, like I look over at my partner and because giving birth is the single most important and best and hardest thing that you could ever do because it obviously gives the best reward. And she's near death, just, you know, was battling for hours, and it's amazing, and then it's just growing. You know, like the love,
the baby as well.
The baby,
the baby's growing.
She's growing great, but the love is growing.
Yeah,
the responsibility is coming more natural. You know, like,
and she's beautiful.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
How old?
2 months.
2 months. Yeah, that's really new, fresh feelings, eh?
She's at like the hard out getting character stage too.
Yeah,
like
cracking first smiles and stuff.
You can see her like really interacting in her mind with what's going on. Like she loves looking at stuff.
Your guys' babies are going to be so close in age.
Well, we were actually supposed to have them within like 2 or 3 days of each other, but we had a miscarriage. Yeah, he told me that Maria was pregnant, and I said so was Shania.
Yeah, at the same
we were
time.
walking through the mall one day going shopping for something. And he told me, but then we lost that baby, and then a couple months later we found out we were pregnant.
And now my daughter, which is Ethan's goddaughter, because I couldn't think of anyone better that I could trust my daughter with, that I know that, you know, like, I know Ethan will pour love and discipline and, you know, like into my daughter whenever she needs it. And if I'm not here, I know he's responsible enough to take the responsibility.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah, because I think people don't think when they make those decisions.
No, it's not just, I like getting on the piss of this or whatever. You've got to think about these things. This is my daughter's life. This is my kid's life. And she's born on his birthday.
Yeah. The morning of my birthday, when we were going on our Christchurch trip, we stayed in Wellington the night before, and I woke up, but you must have texted me at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
4:20 in the morning.
Yeah, I woke up not long after that.
4:20.
4:20.
You were looking at me. I
was waiting.
4:20 on my birthday, so there's 2 pretty cool achievements there. But anyways, he texted me just 2 words, she's here. And I woke up, cried straight away. I was like, because I was hoping, she's going to be on my birthday, because she was overdue, obviously, by like, what, a week and a half or 2 weeks? Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah, and it was coming, and it was coming. Bro, and I was like, I reckon it's going to be my birthday. I was like, I had this feeling, because actually on the 11th, I called you that morning, and I said, I think it's going to happen. And then that day, she started having things, and you're like, bro, you might be right. And then, it was literally the morning that we woke up to go catch the plane. I woke up, checked my phone, I saw your name, and before, because you know how your face unlocks the message? Yeah. It opened, and as soon as I saw your name, I went, oh my God, she's here. And then the text, she's here. And I just burst into tears. I woke Shania. I was like, she's here on my birthday. I was so excited. And I called my mum. I woke her up real early. I was like, this is so cool. Like, I was stoked. The whole trip we were down south for the whole weekend, I was just like, man, I can't wait to come home and see her. But then obviously I had to wait a little bit longer because I ended up getting sick, and then and all this built up. And then when I met her, I was trying so hard not to cry. I started crying, and then they asked me to be the godfather, and it was just amazing. Again? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Maria wanted to, as she does, she wanted to to give her a big box and some presents, which I did too. Yeah, but I was like,
he just goes, well, do you want to be a godfather then? Yeah, and then he's like, what? Oh, what did she say? So Maria anticlimactic. She got like angry about it.
No, because it is such a special thing. But man, it's not. It doesn't matter if it comes with gifts or not. Ethan's gonna be happy either way,
stoked.
you know. So like, it's just easier for everyone. Just
so proud too. I'm so proud, and one of the things is the first thing I discussed, because obviously we're on social media now. First thing I discussed is, do we want her off or do you mind if she's on or off? And straight away he's like, no, I don't want her on there. So I've got the most beautiful photo of her, and I just always look at it, and I wanted to do a post, but then I was like, I still don't even really want to put it out here. So officially this is me saying, this is what's happened. And I wanted to put the post out there, but then I was like, nah, like out of courtesy and that, I was like, I won't even put anything out there about it. But this is me talking about it.
She is gorgeous.
But you can just put up a post and say, my goddaughter was just born.
But then I didn't even want people to know yet, because there might have been people that didn't know yet and stuff, and it was timing. And then, again, this is the post.
This is
on the
post.
podcast.
If you're tuned into Ethan Clark's page right now, then you're seeing it broadcasted live and direct. He is a godfather.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm looking forward to
Can you
doing
do a godfather
officially
impression?
too.
Yeah.
What do you mean, envision?
Impression.
I'm a dad already, so I
Oh, the
don't know. It'd be
Godfather,
same
the
thing.
movie.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Never seen it.
You haven't even seen people do the impressions of it. Look, even because TJ's like,
Go ahead.
but
Yeah.
as you guys, well, understandably, I think it's quite an old school OG movie.
Yeah,
I
think I would have seen it. Like my dad would have watched it or something.
like
and
the
I would have been
Simpsons
in
and
it.
shit mimic it and stuff, you know?
No, I think I know, but I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah, I think I've seen like snippets of the movie, but then I can't remember if it's that movie or I keep every time you say that I think of Scarface. I went to do the Scarface impression.
Can you do that then? I want an impression. Just give something. Bro, I had ducks on my back lawn today.
What?
I just remembered.
What the fuck?
I just
Where did
remembered.
that come from? I want you to do an impression. Brian ducks on my lawn today.
Gee, I just remembered. Like, I was just in the kitchen. Like, I had dinner. Again, you know, shout out to our wifeys, because I got home and she had made beef stroganoff with my mean ass mushrooms, and we do whole grain pastas. She's trying to do the healthy buzz and diet with me. And I just finished my bowl, put it on the bench. I looked out the back window, bro, and there was 6 ducks running around in the back lawn.
Like ducklings or ducks?
For us, big ducks.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, so I got the boys to the window. Which boys, those are your ducks? The one with the green neck, and what's their names? And they named them Max and Bob and Firelighter or something like that.
Was that Warrior?
No, that was...
What was Warrior's one?
Raiden.
What
He
did
was
Warrior
Bob.
name? Bob.
Bob.
Yeah.
Bob the duck.
Yeah. And literally there was like 6 ducks, and I was like, babe, can I feed the ducks? She's like, no, they're not supposed to. So I went into the bread and sit there throwing the bread out the window. And down that minute, fucking, I was like to Warrior like half an hour later, what are you up to, boy? And he's like, watching the duck eat a sandwich.
And how do I leave? Babe!
You weren't supposed to feed the bread. So
Who was the neighbour?
I was trying to have pet ducks.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, and then eat them.
They'll shit all over your doorstep.
Yeah, they will.
That wouldn't be cool.
No, my mum's
No,
got...
they'll shit on the lawn, and then you'll come and mow it. Just be careful of my ducks.
I'll be careful of your ducks.
Thank you.
They'll move out the way.
Just talking on the lawns, actually, we just were talking about that on the way out here.
Yeah.
You did the lawns yesterday.
Yesterday.
They look good.
Mm.
Not even trying to plug, but they look good.
I love when the lawns are done.
The lawns are lun.
The lawns are done.
But they look so good, bro. Like, I love, like, you know, it gets to that second week because they're growing so fast at the moment.
Yeah.
And you get to that second week and you're like, man, they look like shit. And then you come over for a visit and you do the lawns. And like at the moment, Na's home. So, you know, the kids get to see you.
It's like they get a fresh fade.
Yeah, bro, it is.
Bro, the lawn, the
Makeup
whole
for the
property
lawns.
gets a haircut.
My lawns get makeup. Yeah.
It's a like you say, it's a mean feeling. Like anyone that doesn't mow their lawns or get someone to mow their lawns, if you get home from work and the lawns are done and you didn't have to do them, man, stress out the window.
100%.
Straight up.
100%. That's
and
why
like-
I got you doing my lawns.
And same. And it's not even, it wasn't even for me. I was already paying someone to do the lawns. And then when you went on the venture, I was like, well, of course I'm going to do it with you. And you came out, bro, like you came out and actually did a better job. And I was like, because the last guy did them too long and they were patchy and all kinds of things.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, I don't know
If
who it
you're
was.
his lawn mowing guy in the past, not good
I don't
enough.
even think I met him. I think I
Right.
just called someone and
You
said,
didn't
can you
even-
come and do
You
it?
didn't even meet him. That's not good enough. This guy over here to the left of us is actually doing a good job. He's showing up. He's meeting people. He's giving away free lawns to the community. He comes and does mine, brother Ease, and King Cass's lawns. He does a massive
Your
job at
dad's.
it. He does my dad's. He used to do
Homestead.
my nan's, I think.
Yeah.
Still does it.
Still does my nan's.
Yeah.
When it needs to be done, your dad says do it.
So
Sometimes he
what-
says, can we leave it for this week?
Yep. So
Because of other reasons, but yeah.
plug it in there right there.
And I tell you what, when I quit my job finally, so I started Mowmentum Lawn Care October last year.
Mhm. Hold on, rewind.
Yeah.
Well,
There
it's
was a
been year.
conversation. I was in a studio with the brother E. He goes, Angus is going to start a lawn mowing business.
I remember.
I was like, fuck, I should get him to do my lawns. Well, what's the story? I don't know. He doesn't even have a lawnmower.
You told me though.
And there was this whole story of like, the Angus is gonna, bro. It was like the podcast. Rewind to that shed conversation.
Yeah.
It's like that, and it was like he doesn't have a lawnmower yet, but he's gonna find a way to have one.
Yeah.
And then when he got one, he's gonna upgrade it eventually. And then when he got the car to transport the lawnmower, he's gonna eventually upgrade that because you took baby steps. And now
The
look,
trailer and
the most important thing. So like in October when I said that, and no, I didn't have a lawnmower.
you
I
hadn't
didn't-
even
I-
made the name or anything.
No, I just
I was just over for a visit.
I'll tell you, I was standing at work, and this came a common occurrence when I was at work because been building for pretty much my whole adulthood. And I said, "Fuck!" Excuse my language. I'd look around, and this guy's 50 and doesn't love his life, and this guy's everyone's sore, everyone's tired, everyone's not happy. And like all the people that are happy are getting on the piss on a Friday or on a Saturday. And I was like, man, I was pray to God, man, I don't want to be here anymore. Like I don't want to be working for someone. I don't want to be being around this energy. Like I'm working, like I know it's normal, but man, my workmate's 50 years old. Even if they got partners, like perving at school kids walking past, teenage girls, and or at Smoko talking about who can find the hottest chick on Insta. Like, man, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, they're trying to find happiness in what they can because they don't enjoy their job, and that leads me back to what I
They
said
just
about
don't enjoy
Shania.
their life.
That's
They just don't enjoy their life.
Mm.
And I said, man, I've got to change this. I got to change this. I can't be hanging around this. I can't be, and
becoming this.
Yeah. So as I do, I've thought about a lot of things and set a lot of different goals. And I come to lawn mowing, and I said, yeah. I'm going to do it. And
you went through some hard parts.
Yeah, I quit my job when pretty much you guys were my only customers. Like I had a day here in Foxton, had a day in Palmy. I was making $200 a week. But, from October to March when I quit my job, man, I was working after work, weekends. Like the narrative of, like when you say you're setting goals, you actually got to set goals. Like you've actually got to, okay, this goal's here, I'm here. Start at that end goal and break it down. Don't try to break it up. Break it down.
What I do, bro, and I rewind to me starting making a statement, and I came to bed one night. It was 2023. I can't remember when or about. I officially trademarked it all in like September, I think, or August 2023. So it would have been around about that time. But I went to bed and I woke Arohali up at like 2 a.m. because I just done one of my late nights doing what I do in the studio. And I said to her, I was like, I'm going to do something. I want to do something. I've got an idea. Like, this is what I want to do. And she was, understandably, I'm just rambling on about bullshit and she's in the middle of her sleep and I just woke her up. She's a bit grumpy, getting hoha at me like, I want to go to sleep. It's like, but you will remember this moment. Just don't forget this moment. You be grumpy, be tired, whatever. But I'm just telling you, like, I've got an idea and I'm going to do something with this idea to remember this moment. And now when we look at like the podcast or music video comes out or whatever, I'll be like, remember that moment, that conversation?
That I said that. And that's like, I vividly remember when you told me about starting Mowmentum. Well, before it was even Mowmentum, it was, I'm going to start mowing lawns.
Yeah.
And then we started having all these ideas and we were like brainstorming off each other and stuff like that. And then I remember I came over and you were still working for the building company and you were doing the lawns at the same time.
Yeah.
And we were talking about how you're going to take the step. And I just said to you, bro, you just got to jump.
Yeah.
And then you were like, we're waiting for the right time. And I was like, sometimes there's no right time.
Yeah.
And then you called me out and you're like, I quit my job.
Oh yeah, I remember when you said that to me too.
Yeah.
So
I was
like,
like, shit.
For how it was and my train of thoughts and that part of the journey of the lawn care business is as since I've been following God, because I'm a born again Christian. I wasn't brought up Christian. I was brought up with Christian morals. Nothing forced on me, no nothing. But I'm a born again Christian. And as I'm on the journey with God, walking through the narrow road, facing the shadows of darkness, like as I'm building this and my faith is getting stronger, man, I understood, man, God won't ever let me drop. He ain't ever let me drop. He ain't ever let me, like failing and not passing something. That's not what I'm talking about. He ain't ever let me hit that deep end and sink. Ever, in whatever it is. And I soon started realizing, man, it's only myself that allows me to sink. Like it's only myself that's listening to God and God's way. He puts you into deep parts and deep waters, but he keeps you afloat the whole time. And then he hit me with I was coming to a crossroads where, talking with Ethan about quitting my job, or I wasn't quite, even if it was a day or a week or whatever it was, I wasn't quite at that crossroads where you have to stop and look this way and look that way. You have to stop. You have to go, if I continue doing it this way, where am I going? And you also have to look at the other side. And honestly, as scary as it sounds, I had a baby on the way. My partner is about to stop working.
And take a massive pay cut in itself as well.
Pay cut.
She was on good money. What was the job she was doing?
Making $200 a week. And I sat her down as well and said, because we communicate, that this is our journey. I think it's time I quit my job. And she said, go for it. And there was no hesitation of, oh, what about money? Or what, because those things are running through her mind and my mind, but she didn't. She said, go for it. What, am I going to let her down? Am I going to, so yeah, jumped off.
And you would through the journey, you went through so many times where you were like, man, it's going quiet. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And now, and this is like that. She supported you and you worked so hard and you put your head into it and really worked for it. And now you're getting calls left, right, and center.
Man, I'm overloaded.
Yeah. And we talk
now
all
you're
the
going
time.
to get more.
We talk all the time about oh, are you going to look at bringing someone on? Oh, I'll just keep managing it. I'll just manage it for now. Because you're doing property maintenance work.
Yeah.
You're going and doing end of tenancy cleanups.
Yeah.
Property tied ups. Guttering on houses, everything. You do maintenance.
Full handyman stuff too.
Dilz's lawns.
And
Ethan's lawns.
And huge shout out to Diligence, Victoria Diligence. I rang her up one day, being proactive as I have to be. Hey, I'm Angus. I'm owner of a small lawn care company. Are you taking on? Need anyone to do any lawns? And she said, actually, I need someone to do my lawn, some lawns today. I said, all right, I got you.
Good timing.
Being proactive and building those relationships. And she's given me heaps of work. So thankful. And it's somehow, some way, my weeks are getting filled up.
Yeah.
It's good to hear, bro.
It's massive.
But I'm never comfortable. I'm never comfortable with it because, bang, no work could come in.
100%.
Whatever,
That's why you kind of second guess you might get 2 or 3 weeks where you've got heaps of work and you're like, man, I could really deal with someone, and then those property management jobs drop off and you've just got the lawns, and then you're like, nah, I don't even need someone else.
Yeah.
So that's the thing you're
You'll have
facing
your
at the
next
moment.
crossroad. You will have a crossroad.
I'm right there praying on it. I'm right there praying on what decisions I need to go forth to, to work out because I'm not going to hire someone this year.
No, I already said I've got the solution. I'll hire Cuzzy Trev to you. You pay me for him to come and work when you need him on the weekends.
Yeah.
Cuzzy TJ, you all good with that?
70-30, you get 30.
I had
and you can go and help him mow lawns.
I was, I did a re-gutter on the house, and my cousin come and help me. He took annual leave off work to come and help me.
So that you can get your mahi done.
So I could get my mahi done, so I didn't lose the job. So saying, bro, I'll take a day off work and help you.
Yeah,
you know,
hard.
like having a community, as you know, having a community and having the support of there's no egos, there's no nothing. We're all on the same. That's what you need. You need a village. You need a community. You need people that are selfless. You know, like including yourself. You have to be selfless. So my cousin Bryn, I went 60-40 with him. You know, like I only take 60% because I had to go and do all the BanNan stuff and the behind the scenes work and
Plus the business costs.
but the business costs. But whatever cash was coming out of that after tax and everything, it was 60-40. And he's telling me, nah, bro, just give me $100. Just like nah, brother, thank you. Thank you. Like,
and that's what will keep people
Yeah.
wanting to do work for you, because they can see the appreciation, and it's not just, like I've done work for people, I won't name them, friends, that sort of thing, and they're very, I got the work, so I'm going to take the mass amount, and how much I'll pay you $20 an hour, and they've made $900 on the job, and I've made $100 in a day's work, and I've done all the work.
Yeah.
But there's people where you can do that. And then I got to the stage, I think I even talked to you about this.
Yeah.
I won't name the person, but that happened. And then I was like, sweet, I'm not helping them ever again. But then, when you do something like, I'd come and help you, and I'd just do it for free. I know you would try and offer me, but like we've done that before. Like you come help me do my bathroom. We did the bedrooms.
Yeah, man,
we've done the bedrooms inside. And
I'll tell you what, thank you for that, bro. Like, thank you for because I know you could have done it by yourself. You could have, but I was low on work, and you were actively like, man, how can I help? How can I help? Because that's you as a friend, bro, is massive. Like, people don't really, the audience don't really know what you're like, man. I when I'm hard off for work, man, you're finding me ways. You pay me out of your own pocket, like come and do my house. Like you could have waited, or you could have just done it on your own. As you were. But nah, even from when we were young, always been a good person, always been a good friend. A little bit silly,
we went through our stages.
Yeah,
Definitely went through our stages. I think the biggest thing, like in regards to what you were saying, like when you said like I got you to come and do the house, like for me it was 1 year. You were talking about how it was tough, but like I also moved into the house and I had things that needed to be done, and I knew that your skill set would come in handy, and why would I not again offer it to you to help you, and it helps me.
Same
and of
way
course
you
I'm
did
gonna
60-40 with your person.
Of course I'm gonna pay you, and of course like we did a lot together. Like I'd come and we'd do stuff together and that, but your time is valuable as much as my time is valuable, as much as the next person's is valuable. And again, like I said, you needed the work, you were looking for the work as your business was starting up, and I really needed help to do it because I'm not a builder. I don't know how to do this jibbing stuff. I've actually learned. But like, and that's just what brothers do. That's what we do. It's like me and you. Like you need me to come do something, I'm going to come and do it. I need someone to come and help me do something, you're going to come and do it. And that's what you're talking about, having a community, having people that really matter. And that's what we're talking about. I surrounded myself now with people that want to help each other, not people that just want to help themselves. So that I'm more than help. If someone calls on me, one of my close friends or one of my people that are around me, of course I'm going to be there to help out, because I know that they'll do that in turn for me as well. One day I might call Dilz and be like, hey, I really need you to watch the kids. I've got to go and do this. And he'll have the kids. He won't even second guess it. Same thing as call you up. Hey, bro, I really need you to come around and help me do this jib on the roof. You'll just come around. I'll still want to pay you because it's your time, but you'll be like, no. And that's what I mean. Like it works in roundabouts, and that's why it's good to surround yourself with people that want to do right by you. Because there's so many people out there that don't. They just want to do right by themselves.
I think everyone listening needed to listen to that again. Like genuinely, because who you hang around with and who you surround yourself with is extremely important to life. Like it really is. Like
I think you don't realize that till you grow up too. Because when I was young, like my mum used to say to me all the time, stop hanging out with those people. They're going to get you in trouble. Stop hanging out with those people. And like, I won't say I was always a good kid, but I think she always saw that in me, the person that I was going to be. And she always said, you shouldn't hang out with those people. They're not who you are. And that was another thing why I left school, because once I was in that crowd, I was in that crowd. That's who I was. I didn't want to move. I wanted to be that. That was my friend group. Yeah. And when you're young, you don't know how to make those changes because that's just what you're comfortable with. And those are your friends, and they are your friends. Yeah. But then when you get older, you realize, man, I probably shouldn't have hung out with that person because I did all those dumb things that I now regret. I mean, I regret them because I didn't want to do them now, but back, it's actually taught me lessons and made me who I am.
And even times where you would have led them into bad places too.
100%.
You know, like you are who you hang out with. You know, like you're the same. Same with me. I would have led you into some bad situations, and
we've been done some past. We've done some dumb shit,
but like
definitely.
Going back to what you were just talking about, though, I remember a conversation, and Eddie had just moved out the beach, and so I spent that weekend helping him, and then not long after that, Blair had moved out the beach. And so when Blair had to move, he needed a hand. And so I went and helped him. And I remember Arohali, I remember this conversation, like the weekend and our time and this and that. And I remember saying, but one day we might need him to help us move. You know, when somebody calls on you, I go and help the people when they need it, because I know they'll do it in reciprocation. It's not about I need this or whatever. No, it's just showing up and being respect. There. Yeah,
it's showing mutual respect.
It's also being selfless as well. That's one thing I think more people need to be, is selfless. Like I said, too many people care about themselves more than they care about others, and that's like empathy is like one of the strongest powers you can have, because you get so much respect from people for being empathetic, for caring about them. Like someone might walk down the street all day and have a sad look on their face and they've had a hard day, and all it takes is one person to walk past to see someone with their head down. Hey mate, how's it going? That hey mate, how's it going will pick you up. Or hey, you all good? Do you need to talk about it? And that's important. I think like you have to be paying attention and be empathetic to people, for yourself to grow as a person. To be better.
Like and for everyone out there, if you're having a great day and you're casually going on with your day and you see someone that's having a bad day, just do a little gesture. Hey, bro, are you, like, you don't even have to say, are you good? Just be a light. Like, just be a light for them to just be like, oh, fuck, that was out of the blue.
Sometimes it's a stranger's connection. Sometimes that can make the world a difference, eh? Like, I still remember going back, and I was just not in a like, I used to live in Rotorua, and I used to love, my connectivity has always been fishing in that too. And I remember going out and I was just fishing, and I was fishing on some property I shouldn't have been on. Apparently it was illegal. And this older fellow who started fishing down the stream, he was like, oh, are you allowed to be here? And I was like, no. And he's like, do you know this person? I was like, no. He's like, okay, just say you're with me, just come over here. And so I ended up fishing next to this old fella for about 2 hours. He taught me how to fly fish. Nobody's ever taught me that. He hooked one and gave me his rod, let me bring it in. I took something off my bucket list. And I sat there just talking to this old cunt for about 3 hours. I didn't even know his name. I couldn't even tell you who he was.
No. But that's exactly
that was that gesture.
You'll soon, like, because everyone in today's age is, I don't like people. Like, everyone's like that now.
Introvert.
But, like, but you don't know anyone. Like, things like that, meeting a guy at the lake, like, that's what makes life.
I remember this, bro. That was 8 years ago.
That's what makes life, having conversations. What we're doing now, or what, like, you can do this on your everyday, like on your everyday to anyone.
Put the phone down, eh?
Yeah, like, have conversations.
I call it connection, reconnecting.
That's what we
disconnect from the socials and your phone, because that's where everyone goes to escape. They don't like people, so they're surrounded by them and they come here, and now everybody's here and all in circles on their phone
because you're on your phone. And that person that you're saying, I might not like them or whatnot, they're thinking the same thing. But also, like, everyone's thinking the same thing.
I reckon it gives a false sense of reality as well, watching too much phone stuff, because you could set your algorithm to be all good, cool things and that sort of thing, and then you go and hang out with someone and you'll be like, fuck, they're boring because they're not doing all these cool fun things that you're seeing on your phone. You know what I mean?
A lot of it is a lot of people chasing false dopamine hits. Like,
it's an addiction.
It's, like, because people see things on their phone and want to keep up with the Joneses or whatever it may be, and it's like, man, I've had a hard week, I need to treat myself. I need to go get my hair done, or I need to go buy new shoes. No, you don't.
Viral ice creams.
Like, no, you don't. No, you don't. Go and spend some time with your family.
Mm.
You know, like, spend some time with yourself.
Mm.
You
Go
know,
for a walk.
Go, you know, like, you don't need to save your money. You know, like, money's hard to come across. It's hard to keep.
Mm.
It's easy to come across. It's hard to keep. And on that,
Your
no
mum.
one should be chasing money.
Mm.
Money's not something you chase. It's a tool.
Mm.
It's a tool to life. It's a very important tool. But it's not, you shouldn't be chasing money because you'll be chasing forever.
Mm.
It's a tool. Can you keep it? When you need it, it's there. You know, like Maria and I have focused very hard on, you know, money's a tool. Like, we don't have anything really flash, but I own my car freehold. She owns her car freehold. All my lawnmowing business is freehold. I saved money. I sacrificed. We sacrificed and saved, and
You've got your money jar.
we've got my
You're
money.
proud
jar.
of that?
We've got one that's quite full.
His is
Yeah.
like massive.
Is it?
Yeah.
You're going to have to show me.
He's very
Because
proud of it.
I don't spend. Like, we get a coffee. You know, like, following God, I don't need little dopamine hits. You know, like, I don't need little boost me ups. You know, like I'm just good.
But your
I'm
boost
good.
me up's our life, though. I think
Our
that's
life,
like
yeah, conversations.
it's just like
Seeing
going
Mike,
to the
yeah.
gym and then we go and have a coffee and we always walk out of that coffee to our cars and we're
Yeah.
like, mean, bro, I feel good.
Yeah,
Love you, bro. Have a good day. Like, we feel good. That's our dopamine hit we've done. Like,
yeah,
that's what I was saying, like, with that podcast with Irene, really deeping, like, getting into those proper conversations. That, to me, has fixed my fixations on needing the dopamine hits because, like, I like having conversations. It's like when we come over to your house, me and you go out there and we have ideas, we're flowing ideas and we're doing this. That's like a dopamine hit. I love
Yeah.
coming up with ideas of things.
Real.
That's like why I enjoy doing this, because we're coming in here, we're having conversations, and I always walk out, even though I was tired. I was like, before we walked out here, you know, I still had that devil on my shoulder telling me,
Yeah.
man, you're too tired for this. You should pull out, see if someone else can do it today. You've had a long night, rah, rah. And as soon as we sat down and the lights turned on and the mics turned on, I felt good. And right now I feel super good. I don't even feel tired at all.
It's probably loaded tea as well.
But
But it doesn't have
also
caffeine.
Oh, no, I'm just plugging them.
connecting through conversations, and I'm not talking, like, I'm sorry, Ethan, for this one, but I'm not talking about the rugby game. You know, like, I'm not talking about the UFC. Having genuine conversations, man, that breathes life into you. You know, like, it genuinely does. It breathes life into you.
I think
it's so important.
I think it helps you. I think it helps, like I said, when we have conversations, like you'll talk about your work and then we'll have a conversation about it and then it'll almost like clear things up that way in your head as well. It's good to have those conversations. It's like when people they don't talk about things and then it causes stress or stuff like that. And you can come to me and be like, oh, I've got a pretty busy week this week. And then we talk about it and you're like, actually, I could probably do this, this and this because of the conversation we had. And like we have the productivity conversations. We think about how can we make things work better so that it's not so stressful on you. And then you're like, actually, yeah, if I did this and this, it would make it a bit faster. You know, like what can I use as a reference? What we talked about something the other day. I think it was how we did the chop up for the start of the clip. And you know how you go on and do the color grade and then you were like exporting it and then you were doing this and this and then putting the clips in and make it. And then we were like, well, you could do it all at the same time and then only have to do it once. And then
Yeah,
like,
it was about saving the costs as well, not running the horizontal clip through to get the captions.
Yeah,
I
I think
we'll
so.
just scrap the captions. I'll save this much time and we save this much money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stuff like that again, and you wouldn't get that if we didn't really have too much conversations about stuff. I mean, you'd obviously think about it, but it wouldn't be an instant because like more minds talking about something can create more ideas.
100%.
And that's why
bounces.
it's cool when we
bounces,
sit down like as a crew and we sit down and talk about things and like, you know, with the Minifest coming up, we talk about how can we market this? What can we do here? What more can we bring to it? What people can we approach? What audiences are we trying to get this to help it grow? And all these things, it's all the conversations.
Communication is key though. It comes back to
100%,
that. Like every avenue of our conversations come back to communication being the key.
Yeah. And you have to be selfless as well because sometimes you might think you have a good idea and someone else's might be better. You've got to be selfless enough and say, no, actually, we're going to take your idea. I do that all the time. I think it's necessary. I can't just come up with good ideas. Like I can, but you could come up with better for a certain situation, or Ethan, or whoever, my partner, my sisters. You know, that my sisters keep me humble. You know, like they tell me I ain't shit. but that's how I relate. That's us, brothers and sisters. And that, okay, sweet. That's all I am. I'm a brother. I'm a son. I'm a father. And you've got to communicate that to be selfless through conversation and communication. And communication is a huge key. Where money's a tool, communication's a key. Open some doors.
Well, that's what I've always said about communication is key, because then it unlocks doors.
Yeah.
That's legit, and that's like the key to the door.
Yeah.
You unlock so much, but communication, the person that you phoned up and, hey, do you have any work for me? I've got some work for you today. Now, look, you just said I plug her because look at all the mahi I've got. That came down to communication. You know, communication is key. Relationships, the way you guys are functioning at the moment, your partner and yourself, and ideas and communication, bro, is so important. But just before we jump into the next thing, I'm going to run it back because there's a couple questions I want to run past with you before we wrap up the podcast. But we haven't done our hot topic. So we usually feature it at the start of the episode. I want to run it back now before we wrap up. If we can please, Cuzzy DJ TJ over there.
Of course.
On the ones and twos. Fuck, I've had to, bro, by the way, getting sponsored by the Loaded T-Bar, I need a pee.
Yeah, I need a pee.
I need a pee, bro. This is like the Jason episode over again. Oh, shit, that makes me need a pee even more just saying that it's empty.
Pumped yours. Was that good? Yeah.
Fuck, I need a pee.
Oh, you're going to have to hold it, mate.
But I like drinking it.
I've been just sneaking them here and there.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Today's topic is how important is exercise in your day-to-day life?
Well, that kind of wraps us back to the start. That was the conversation we had about discipline and going into the gym and finding ourselves and having our moment and connect. Wow, that kind of does run us back because it is important. Health-wise, but also mind, health and body.
Mental, definitely. That 100%. Was like the biggest thing for me is you feel like shit if you don't go. If you've planned to go and you don't go, you feel like shit. If you've planned to go and you do go, you feel a sense of accomplishment. If you don't plan to go and you just like, oh, I'm going to go to the gym, you feel even better because you're like, I could have just done nothing.
It was one of those days that I ruptured my pec though.
Oh, you got to be careful and
that was like a Labor Day or something, like a public holiday. I wasn't supposed to
doing
gym.
100 kg reps, bro. Should be doing 5 kg reps.
Like 5 kg dumbbells,
Is that what you used to?
No, 6s.
4s.
2s.
I need to come to one of your gym sessions. That sounds cruisy.
No, it's not because you're still like we did arms yesterday, bro. My biceps are killing me.
I mean,
I
did buys today, and I'm looking forward to that tomorrow.
Like straight up, like my legs. We did leg day on Friday, and Sunday night, still my legs were hurting. Like that's and we're not. I mean, we lifted relatively heavy for legs, but with normal chest days, shoulders, anything, it's like. Nothing more than 10 kilos is like the heaviest we'll lift, and you just go full contraction, nice slow reps, really good technique, everything form is good, and you get a massive burn. And four sets too tend to be like really good.
And my arms are looking better than they ever have. You know, like speaking on arms,
give it a tense. Flex it. Come on, let's go.
No, I'll be honest, he doesn't even need to flex them because they're actually real massive. They're actually very big on the camera by himself, just resting. So,
but that's light as weights.
But then you're still strong as fuck because we sat down on a chest day. You know the fly machines, not the cables, the actual flies. He sat down one arm, full rack, like it was nothing, and he's like, "I'm still strong. I just don't have to." And I was like. What the fuck? Yeah. I was like, when he just sat down full stack, boof. Didn't even look like it was that hard. And I was like, what the hell? We're over there doing flies with 4 kg dumbbells on the bench like this.
He was just doing his warm up with you.
No,
that's how he does it. Huh? Straight up. And I gym with him 3-4 days a week, every time. And I don't see him going and lifting it unless you're sneaking an extra exercise.
Do you do calisthenics?
No, I used to a little bit. You know, like I was into little bit of that. Like I wanted to always do a press up with no feet.
Huh?
That's cool.
How do you
Oh
do that?
yeah. Have you not
You
seen?
got to tuck your elbows
Tuck
in,
your elbows, and then they
and
like
then
lift themselves up.
lift it straight up like that.
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
That's
I
cool.
could almost do it.
It's like when people do like
It's like-
flagpoles.
I always, I was about to say, I always made it a goal for me to be able to go out sideways on the flagpole. But then my recent goal in the gym, it became doing a lot of the on the bar with the pull-ups and that, being able to go up and, fucking
muscle
move,
ups and
style.
stuff,
move
yeah.
around and then do those fucking leg ups and then
Yeah.
plank out. And that's where I started getting to with my,
Yeah.
because just looking after my body that's an easier way to do
I think
it.
calisthenics is probably one of the absolute best forms of working out that you could ever do, because it's not heavy lifting. It's a lot of body weight and balance.
So it's safer.
Like you have to stretch. You have to be healthy. You can't put on too much weight. You've got to know how to control how you're balancing on your exercise, or like it's
You got to have
amazing.
discipline. You
Yeah.
got to have repetitiveness.
Maybe we should add that in a little
You
bit.
have to have repetitiveness.
When we start our earlier mornings, we should do like
Yeah.
15, 20 minutes of that. That'd
Yeah,
be cool.
I love my warm ups. I always like doing have you ever done a workout with me?
We did a makeshift one in Christchurch with someone's spare tire.
Yeah,
Do you remember that?
Yeah, but I
in their garage, we were in an Airbnb. We're like, well, let's do a workout. So we were doing like burpees and sit-ups and press-ups and that. And then we found they had like a stack of tires. So we just picked up the tires.
we're doing
like
curls and
and
shoulders and press
everything.
Yeah.
you just do what you can with what you've got.
Yeah,
But if
100%.
people have excuses, and it's like, for example, right? I went and seen on Mondays. Usually, I try and go see my cousin Braden, and that is I use my gym period, because usually I gym on my lunch break. So on my lunch break, I go to his house, and instead of gym, he's got just a couple of 10-kilo plates.
Yeah.
And I do a whole ass buy and shoulders, and then go and use his veranda to do pull-ups and chin-ups and abs and core and everything. And so I've got a way of workout, home style workout, if I go to his house. And then I went over there last week, and it was pissing down. And so I was inside. And so I did a whole workout in his hallway, just pull-ups, push-ups and sit-ups and just core and planks and just doing what I could with what I had, because excuses or results. That's why I live by it.
Yeah, I hear you say
excuse.
it quite a lot in your stories and stuff.
Yeah,
And,
if I went there and I didn't do it because it was raining, the excuse.
And then you would be angry at yourself later.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. If you've planned to do it, do it. Because if you don't do it, that's when people get their anxieties and their
the
depressions
depression.
and all that crap. Not crap, sorry.
But you need
that
discipline.
stuff,
You need discipline to stick to
if
it.
you've already put a label, I'm going to go to the gym, you can't wake up in the morning and be like, nah, I'm too tired. I didn't get enough sleep. Like, go to sleep earlier the next night.
Yeah.
Well,
Prepare
some
yourself.
things happen, like me.
sleep after the gym.
Like my alarm didn't go off, so I woke up at 6 o'clock, and this was on Monday, and I still made it.
Yeah, I
made it
messaged
for
you. I was like,
half-assed,
I'm on my
yeah.
way, bro. And you're like, what do you say? Oh, yeah, I might be a tad late. My alarm didn't go off. You pulled up 6:29.
Yeah, well,
Right
you know,
before I'm like 6:30, because the first couple of times it was like, come on, bro, you live around the corner. And then he's been, ever since I gave him a hard time on it, I held him accountable. He's shown up on time every single time. I was like, fuck, it's good.
like I hold him accountable for things. He holds me accountable. That's how friendships work.
If I go, my shoulder.
Same with you guys. Same with Trev. Same with.
Hey, at the gym, my shoulder hurts. Hurry up. I'm
Whinge,
like, nah, I'm
fucking
sore. Whinge, fucking whinge. Yeah,
I can
that's his
imagine.
thing. Yeah, I'm like, my shoulder's sore. Come on, bro, you can do it. I'm like, oh, okay, then I'll do it. Afterwards, I'm like, actually, it feels a little bit better. So,
Gymming, exercise, important. Mind, health, but body.
It's very important.
And I was just thinking about how, like I say, I prefer to gym by myself, because I can hold myself accountable, go on my time, my schedule, have my own excuses, have my own results, and I don't have to worry about anybody else and what they're doing. But you two are two people that I can imagine, because of your ethic and who you are and your discipline and motivation and that, you guys would probably help each other
if
along
one
the
of
way.
us was slacking, the other one will let them know.
Yeah, so you need the right
Yeah.
person
Yeah.
to do that, because as soon as you go and pick a lazy person as a gym buddy, you ain't go to the gym.
Yeah.
well, that's like, even we do the, what's that thing we do? Exercycle. Is that what it's called?
Cross training.
Cross trainer. The cross trainer. We just do that that's our warm up. We go on the cross trainer, we have a quick talk. That's when we do our main talk, and then get ourselves warmed up. And we'll go on the cross trainer, we do 10 minutes. And if someone starts first, that person will stop at 10 minutes And then like I'll be like, oh yeah, he stopped done, and then I'll go to stop, and it'll be like 9 minutes 45 seconds, and he'll be like, hey, keep going.
15 seconds.
Yeah. And man, that's the thing, and
I
that's what I
can't
mean.
believe you would
There's
even want to turn it off at 9:45. My brain will be like, I need that.
No, I don't even look at the time though. I just see him get off. I'd be talking, and then because we'll just go. We'll just set it to. I think I normally set it to about 5, and then we'll just go and just go and go for. And then one of us will notice it's 10 minutes. We'll go, oh shit, yeah, it's time to get off. But then if he notices I haven't hit it, he'll be like, no, 10 minutes.
But I also make sure if he's started before me and he hits the 10 minutes before me, I damn well do my 10 minutes too.
Yeah,
you know, like,
and that's and then it's like
important.
Counting the reps, making sure we're doing the right amount of reps. So I mean, like we hold each other accountable so that we're making sure we're not just getting to the gym. We're going to the gym. We're working out, and that's what you're saying. It's good that you have someone that holds you accountable. It's ever since because Jim, when we first met, what were we 16? We started
15,
City Fitness.
16,
We started going to City Fitness. We would go 2-3 hours a day, but there'd be like 4 or 5 of us. And all the time we'd be slack. Like we would go hard at the gym when we were doing the weights, but we'd spend a lot of time talking, that sort of thing. 2.5 hours at the gym. You can't go to the gym hard out for 2.5 hours. I mean, maybe, but not every day. We were going every day for that long. But a lot of it would be
hanging out,
talking to the other mates at the gym that have pulled up, that sort of thing. Whereas now we get a full workout down in like 45 minutes, if that. But it's because we've got the routine. We make sure that we're doing what we're doing. We're not mucking around. I'll get an email when we're at the gym. I think it was with the Foursquare thing we've just done, and I was sitting there reading it. Angus was like, "Put your phone down." I was like, "I've got this. Put it down." All right. Put my phone down. But I'm trying.
Disconnect and connect.
But see, I'm trying to do more things at once, and then like I put it down, and I pay attention, and then I'm like, oh man, like I actually, because then I'm not distracted, so I'm actually I'm paying attention to what I've just done, so I feel more accomplished when I walked out of the gym. I'm not distracted. I'm paying attention to the amount of work I've just put in.
Yeah, you're making the most of the time. And because I go on my lunch break, I can buy my 15 and my hour. So I go for an hour 15, but I got to drive there, get changed. I got to get my warm up and do my stretches, do my workout. So I do 3 sets, 10 reps, 2 body groups, and then, do a little bit of a wind down. Sometimes it used to be a sprint on the treadmill, but I haven't even really had the time to do that. But then it's drive back to work, have a shower quickly, and then get back into work. So I've got that little window and I've got to make the most of it. Otherwise, what's the point of going? So that's my connection, is put the phone down, go to that gym and spend that time by myself.
And that's not only in the gym, it's in everything that you're doing. If you're doing the podcast, we're doing the podcast. Yeah. For me, if I'm mowing lawns, I'm mowing lawns. If I'm installing a vanity, I'm installing a vanity. If he's out fixing a unit, he's fixing a unit. You've got to really be in the moment. Your focus should be in the moment, but your mind is also on your future, on the surroundings, on your partner, why you're doing these things. Sometimes if I'm having a rainy day and I have to get the work done, or else I won't get enough money to pay my bills. But I imagine if my partner's looking at me, and if I'm sitting there thinking about giving up or going home early or not focusing in on it and not providing the professional service that I should be providing. Being in the moment and just like it's cliche, but I can only really speak on men, be a man. They say, like the cliche to say harden up, but
they say there's a stigma to it.
But the stigma behind the not stigma part is, what, are you gonna let your wife do it? Are you gonna let your children see you give up? Are you? That's more of a stigma that I won't want to. I don't want to put that on myself. I don't want to put that on them. I got little brothers. What if I'm sitting here telling them that they got to work hard and be disciplined, and I'm not doing it myself?
So you hold yourself accountable.
Discipline.
Listen to your own advice.
Yeah, you
lead by example. All of those things kind of fall under that. Most importantly,
I serve. I serve God first and foremost. I'll say this right now, that honestly, I love Jesus Christ with all of my heart. I love him more than my partner, more than my children, more than my mum. Like it's that serious.
I'm going to switch it up because I said I had some rapid fire questions. You said you're a reborn Christian. Why?
Man, Jesus Christ saved my life.
How?
I tell you, first of all, he is Lord and Savior. That Savior is very important. Who does he save? You? From who? Yourself. He saved you from yourself. And he will fill you with the Holy Spirit. And he saves you from yourself. What does that mean? He saves you from the path that you shouldn't be on. He saves you from the chains holding you back, the egos, the pride of, I did this, I deserve that. Nah, you serve it. Want to do that. You know, like when, and the more you build on that relationship with God, because you build your relationship with him in here. You talk with yourself. You've got a consciousness. Everyone does. Who are you talking to? There's yourself in there, and there's some thoughts in there that don't come from you. There's some thoughts that are bad too. There's some thoughts that will tell you that you are the best, and there's some thoughts that will tell you that you ain't shit. There's some thoughts that will tell you to give up. There's some thoughts that will tell you to cheat on your partner. There's some thoughts that will, like, where are these thoughts coming from? Who's sending these messages? Who's sending these thoughts?
Why does it have to be a who? Why, if you look at the biological aspect of what the brain does, that's a function of it. Why does there have to be a who connected to those thought processes?
You're more looking at the what.
No, I want to know why is there a who? I'm just
because
I want to hear what you've got to say.
You want to hear my evidence.
I want to hear, yeah.
My evidence. Faith is the substance of things that you don't see, but you're gonna see. You're gonna see. It becomes undeniable when you put your faith in God. When you put your faith in God, not just yourself. He has faith in you. Other people have faith in you. You have to, if you it's more than yourself. You put your faith onto God, and He shows you that He would be there. He's been there every step of your life.
Sorry, do you mind if I interrupt? I think what I'm envisioning, what you're saying, I'm staring at the ground, but I'm thinking. Yeah. If that was on camera, sorry.
Bro, you stare at the ground on the camera all the time.
I think, bro, that's how whenever anyone's watching, when I'm looking at the ground, I'm paying attention so deeply to the conversation. I'm trying to, that's where I get my input. So when you were saying that, mine was like how I explained to you guys on that podcast when we discussed sort of this faith was, I always felt like I had somebody watching over me because the amount of shit that I've gone through in my life, the amount of times I could have died, I could have gone to jail, I could have been put in situations that nobody ever wants to be put in. I managed to get through those. I don't know how. To me, I can't see there's no
such
why.
thing
There's
as
no
a coincidence.
but you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm like. For me, like, we went to court for this bullshit, right? And the whole time there was no real this or that. There was no proof or truth to anything because there was all these fucking stories going out, right? Yeah. And so I had no faith at that time. I was, how am I going to get through this? There's no but the truth came out.
The truth.
I don't know how the truth came out, but it came out. And I've been in car accidents before that most people wouldn't live through. Same as Shania. Not many people live through a car accident like that, but there's got to be a reason why. And for me, I just feel like I said, my nana is very, she's always followed God. So, and she's always prayed for me. It's one thing I grew up my whole life. She's always said, I'll be praying. I'm sending a prayer. We'll do prayers when I go to bed, whenever I'm at her house, that sort of thing. So it's always made me feel like she has helped whatever with my it's hard for me to. I don't know how to I don't really know how to explain
you know
it.
that
But
you're being prayed for.
that's what it feels like, because
it.
again, I'm sitting there before, we've been to court or something. I've had to go to the hospital or something's happened or jobs or anything in life, relationships. And I sit there and I think, I'm not going to get through this.
Yeah.
I've been in dark places and thought I'm not going to get to the next stage, but I still managed to get through it and I don't know how. And I haven't been able to find that reason other than I feel like there's someone looking after me.
I tell you, it kind of answers a little bit of your question of who. Why does there have to be a who? First of all, that we're here. We're sentient beings. We're here. Who? Us. We're made in an image. But most importantly, it's the relationship that you build with God. Forget Christianity. Forget whatever, Catholic, Muslim, Buddhist. Forget the stigma behind those. Religion. It's and I do say that Jesus Christ is the one true God. I fully believe in that.
But you believe in that. But then every other person that believes in all these other religions
No. But that's the thing. Who's credible? Who's telling the truth? The evidence shows that Jesus Christ is telling the truth. And like it's hard with say Muslims because they believe Jesus Christ is a great prophet. He's going to judge the world. He's the Messiah, but they don't believe he's God. So they think they believe in the same God, the Father,
but he's different.
The Father of Isaac, Abraham, and Jacob. But they don't believe Christ is God. But as a follower of God, he is God. Because if the Bible, the Quran says to believe in the Bible and what's written in the Testaments and it's all true, but if the Bible's true, then the Quran can't be true.
Because they're saying two different things.
Because they contradict each other.
That's that thing that Joshua was reading,
and who's like, and I've got nothing against Muslims. I've only met great Muslims that are disciplined, that are hardworking, that are family loving. The stigma that you grew up with through school and stuff, like it's on the day to day. It's not like that. Like these are good people. They're genuine good people that will have your back. That will be nice to you. That will feed you. But Jesus Christ said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." He didn't say, "I'm a way." He exclusively said. He's also said, "The Father and I are one." Their brain, their thoughts are the same. He sacrificed himself to come and live as a man to fully connect with us, to save us from the spiritual debt that we owe. And it's paid with life, his life. He saved us. We're all sinners. No one's good. You know that. You morally know that. No one is good. Like people say, "Oh, I'm a good person." No, you're not. We'll all lie to ourselves. We've all done, no one's good. And as a follower of Christ, that is true. That is honest. That is intellectually honest. That's genuinely being honest. Let alone the teachings that he offers you.
I don't disagree with anything you just said, though.
No.
In terms of everybody having sins, everybody lying to themselves. I don't disagree with that. But I'm going to rewind you because you said there's the Quran, it says this, there's the Bible, it says this. One's not telling the truth. Why is this one the one that is and that one's not?
What's the evidence say?
The evidence is 2 books written by somebody.
More than one person.
Well, you know what I'm saying? So when you put it down to the evidence, I don't want to hear about the story.
Yeah, I'll put it like this, and I got this from Pastor Philip of the internet. If Jesus is telling the truth, there's one God, right? Yahweh. If he's not telling the truth, there's multiple gods. The Buddhist, whatever, Krishna. But like the evidence is that he's incredible. He's telling the truth. Like, that's the historic evidence. This isn't a fairy tale. This is a life. You look around the world, you look into the Bible a little bit, like, and it's a code. Man, you know that the world that we're in today is good versus evil. You know it morally, intellectually, even if you don't say it. It's always been good versus evil. It's always been that way. And when you follow God and you walk through you decide to pick up your cross, and He'll pick you up and carry you in the cross. He starts to show you who you are. He shows you got to build that relationship with Him. Build Him. Pray to Him. Pray to God. Tell Him. See who comes. See,
I have prayed. Nothing happened.
You,
I'm telling you the truth. Myself, I've been in a moment.
No, I
have
bet
prayed,
you had.
and it didn't happen.
I listened to your song Cocoon.
Thank you.
I bet you have. But man, it's hard because the first thing that He shows you is you have to look at yourself. You seek and you'll find. You start to understand what fruits people are giving you. What fruit are you bearing? What fruit? I had to look at what fruit am I bearing. You have to. Is my fruit rotten? And I tell you what, they were rotten.
I was gonna say when you that perfectly was I was gonna say the one thing I noticed since, because I remember around the time that you started on this journey, the place that you were at, and the talks that we were having and that sort of thing, and the change that you've made in your life since going down this path. Like, again, to the audience that nobody that knows you, they're going to think, oh, you're who you are today. And this is what I say all the time. I'm on here. I am just who I am. I'm Brother E. I'm a person.
Yeah.
But they don't know who I was in the past and the changes I've had to make to get to where I am today.
Yeah.
And I think like that's what's really pulled me along on the journey, and what like seeing the changes that you made through this
My faith.
Yeah, like and seeing the impact that it's made, like the positivity in your life. Like every time I see you, it's positivity. Like there'll be things to discuss that aren't 100% directly positive, but you seem to be looking at the best outlook that you can, and your faith. You know what I mean? Like you have faith that it's going to end up being how you need it to be.
He proves to me every single time. And you know, like some people like me aren't that good. You know, like every single time I put my faith in Him, and collectively my whole faith is in Him, my whole faith. But if I want to go this way, but God's telling me go this way, it used to be, oh, I'll go this way. You know, I'll do it this way. I'll do it my way. I'll do it my way, and I do it and you'd have to turn around if you're smart enough. If you're smart enough, you turn around and come back and go, oh, I'll do it your way. And then it never fails. You get on the other side of that and it never fails. It never lets you down. Like, I know that you can do that within yourself, you know, but through God, it leads to eternal life. It's not about this world. It's not about the worldly thing. It's about your spirit and your soul going to the next life, being in heaven. Like it's not it's hard to say. Like you can't choose the world and choose God. They contradict each other. As in, what's chasing the world? Wanting the new shoes, wanting the new car. You know, like, we'll get yourself into debt. We'll whatever. Like, it's cool wanting these things, but like, man, I gotta have this. I gotta show this. Chasing the world. The world ain't got nothing to offer you. The world ain't. You know that through life experience. Everybody knows the world has nothing to offer. It shits on you all the fucking time. The world shits on you all the time. People that you love shit on you. But God's the only one that will never ever let you down. Ever. And that's a personal relationship that you have with Him. It's a personal relationship. It's not my relationship. Our relationships will be the same sort, but completely different journeys on the same journey at the same time. He opens your eyes to see things. You know, like, for example, man, you could write a rap, but the people sitting there listening to the beat and the words are going over their head. You know, and you can just see it all at once, flowing in together. Imagine if you eat from the bread of life and you see that about life. All of, you know, how you can see inside of rap and see the similes and the breakdowns and the flows and how many bars are coming and metaphors and whatnot. If you eat from the bread of life, man, you get all of that. He gives you it all.
So can you see that? And you've got all that, you're saying?
Yeah.
So what makes you think I don't?
I didn't say you don't.
So, like, in the aspect of what you said, though, is like if I'm looking at a song and we're breaking it down into all these layers,
yeah, but
I look at the world like that and life like that, regardless of my faith.
But it's not about your truth. That's the thing. It's not about you being the center. It's not about being self-centered. It's about God.
But would you call me self-centered?
I don't. I think we're all naturally self-centered.
But like in an indirect sense, like that's a, you know, would you say I'm a self-centered person?
Sometimes, yeah. I've heard on the podcast sometimes, and sometimes it's self-centered or whatever, you know. But we all do it. Ethan does it. I do it. My mum. Everybody does it. We're all self-centered. But that's why you put God first, not yourself first. You put God first, because it doesn't. Like, in all honesty, like, it's not about my truth versus your truth versus his truth versus her truth versus her truth. There's only one truth. You know, like, I'm not saying that our journeys are lies, because they're not. It's not. I'm talking about who you are, building that relationship with God, and only the Holy Spirit can convert you, or whatever the words may be. Only the Holy Spirit. I can't convert you. I can be a light. I can show my fruits. You know, like I can put, be an example, as we all can in life.
I think that's how I took it as well. Because again, I was growing with that my whole life, you know, like my nana and that, and I saw her crosses everywhere and went to church and stuff. And I never ever really took it in again until I saw you take that path and saw the good changes that were being made, you know, because I saw you at your lowest, and then I've seen how you've been going since making those conscious decisions. And I think,
but
I think
it is God.
I think I did, like, again, I think I've always had a good moral compass.
Everyone does,
right?
I think.
And then I always kind of relied on myself to make decisions based on my own judgment. But then I started to, rather than making a decision on my own judgment, I started to look at what's the right decision, not my own judgment, if you know what I mean. So looking at things and thinking, is that the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do? Not, I think that's the right thing to do, so I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So again, I think, and like you said, you can't force somebody to believe something and believe that again, and it's not about that. It's, this is your belief, and this is my this is your truth, and the same as you, your belief is your truth, and that's who you are. And the next person and the next person, and again, like I said, my whole life I was around it, but I never really went down the path until I felt like I was on that path already with my whole life. It just randomly, like, it came out of nowhere when I saw that, and then I started really, like I said on the episode of Irene, I really started to think about everything that's happened in my life and where I've come and where I've gone and this and that and this and that. And then again, it just came to me, and then I was like, wow, maybe this is my journey. And that's, again,
amazing.
And
cool.
like, to say, like you said before, you don't push it, because you never really pushed it on me. I just saw you in that light, and that's kind of, it was, I'm not going to use, I'll use the word, but it's not that word, but influence. It's not an influence. I just saw it, and it was like admiration.
It's undeniable.
Because like I said, the positivity and the good change that was being made, and the decision making and stuff. Like, I suck at making decisions. I always have. And that's my biggest thing is I was a fucking sheep. I was a follower. I saw people doing things and I thought, that's a cool way to do it.
The way I describe you is like a lot of people, you're a wave rider. Jump on this wave and go this far, and then jump on this wave, and then jump on this wave. Now you're making a statement, making a statement.
I like that.
To be you.
And that's the biggest thing, and that's one thing that I never did. And I'll be straight up. I used to do whatever I could to almost fit in. It was like that's the fad at the moment. I'm going to do that too. I'm going to dress like that. I'm going to go to these parties. I'm going to do these drugs. I'm going to do this and do this because everyone else is doing it. And now I'm like, why did I do that for those people? Like I don't need to do that. I don't need to please these people. I'm just going to be me. Yeah. And again, this is what we talk about. We talk about it behind the scenes. My niche is me. I am me. I'm not a rapper.
There's no persona.
I'm just me. I'm Brother E. I don't really care if you people that are watching don't like me because I am who I am. I'm just trying to share my story and give perspective on things and break stigmas and make a statement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean though? Like full circle though, that is it. And
following God is 100% like that. There's no persona. There's no act. There's no I'm going to act like this for you guys and then go behind closed room with someone else and do something else. I'm the same like this everywhere. Like it's super important, like, but that just comes naturally, like it's a part of the journey, like, and when I say it's the relationship, and don't ever look at Christianity or be influenced from what other people say. It could even be parents, aunties, uncles, cousins, friends, and they say, oh no, it's just a joke. Oh, it was full of shit. Dig in there, as in send some praises up.
But I mean, me asking the questions I'm asking is me genuinely asking because I am intrigued. I want to know. I don't believe in anything. Okay, so I'm asking open-minded questions in response to what you're saying because I want to understand. Yeah. But when you're saying something and I really want to understand, and your explanation makes more questions, then we're running around in circles.
Right, yeah.
So obviously, like I said, like, you believing in God fully, like from what I've said, like from what I've heard, I didn't know you really beforehand. I don't think. When did this happen?
It's been a journey for about 6 years.
6 years. So in the time that I've known you, you've always been a man of faith, right? So I can't reflect as to who you were and what you've become and what your journey's been and how you've changed. I think I would have got along with you. By the sounds of things, bro, it sounds like we would have both been out there doing the same
stories,
shit.
He tells me stories, and then I'm like, me and you used to do those exact same
I was a dickhead too, bro. This is what I'm saying.
Indirectly calling him a dickhead?
No, but like through those phases, like literally, I've heard the stories, and I've got so many stories that are so identical and shit that people haven't even heard of. I've got some crazy fucking stories.
Yeah.
But this is why I'm asking you questions. Like you are where you are sitting on this seat right now talking to us as a business owner. Yeah. And I'm sitting on my seat as a changed man talking to you as a business owner. I didn't use faith to find my path. No. I found my path by creating my own process and doing my own thing.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I was just going to touch on it because I've been trying to touch on this, but I've been missing what I've been trying to say. But like I said it before, but I didn't know how to explain it. But it was, again, I think it was that conscious thing. I've always been on the path, but I wasn't conscious of what path I was on. I was on this, I was going here, and then something flicked in my head and I was like, I'm making the wrong decisions, and I started doing all the right things. So I think, again, you may, like you said, you're asking the questions because you don't understand, but I've seen change in you since I met you. And you've started making the right decisions and being this person and this person, and and you could all be on your own path already, and you don't know. And then who knows? In 10 years' time, you might be like, "Man, I've been on this journey as well, but I wasn't conscious to that journey."
On the journey.
But you know what I mean? I'm going to flip that back. So I asked you a question. You said this thought was telling me this, and that's this, and this thought's saying this, and we balance this, and there's two crossroads, and it's offering these two. I fight those same thoughts. Everybody has a thought.
Everyone's got those
like battles. I said, brains are biologically providing those thoughts. Yeah. So instead, I'm looking at it as, okay, I'm talking to myself here and it's saying do this and do that, but I'm going to do this because that's going to lead to hits. Because I've learned consequences. I've learned outcomes and what risk is involved with that. And so I analyze the situation. I make a decision based off, consideration. What am I doing and where am I going? So I'm talking to myself about that. But for me, I'm just aware that I'm in the thoughts of myself. Yeah, I can be bad. I can do that. Yeah, I can do good. I can do that. As temptation, how are you going to fight that temptation? Well, you're going to talk yourself into this or let yourself do that or be talked into by this person. But at the end of the day, the way I see it is I hold myself accountable. I'm the one with those thoughts and I'm the one making the decision. I don't then pass it off and say that's other thoughts and I'm following this path or anything. So for me, I was asking that question because you're getting these thoughts, I'm getting these thoughts. I say this, you say that.
Well, how the Bible goes and what Jesus says, you contradict him and he contradicts you. Like he says, I am the path, I am the vine. You're saying, I'm making my own path. I'm making my own decisions. I'm the center. I am self-centered. I'm making this path. I'm setting my own goals. I'm reaping the fruits of my labor. Very, very, very self-centered. Where Jesus contradicts, and you get this from the word, he is the way. It doesn't mean you're going to go on a different path instantly.
I think I understand what you're saying.
I do too.
I think I understand what you're saying.
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, why do I need a he? Why do I need somebody else to take my, like why does there have to be a he and a him and a this and a that?
That's the biggest thing, and that's what I explained as well, is I've never really understood that side of it, which is why I've never really been on that journey, because it's hard, again, because I'm a logical thinker naturally. So then I do look at things and go, I wonder how that actually would have happened, because again, they talk about this and then science and all this stuff. But then I think there's a lot of stories about all different ways that things could have happened. And I've always been a little bit like, I wonder how that could have happened, or I wonder how this could happen. So again, I understand you're thinking. I had a conversation with your dad earlier about this exact situation and how you guys have had a conversation about that as well. And I definitely understand the things that you're saying, because that was how I always thought as well.
Yeah. But apply logic. Like, and this is a lot. Me, I just literally want to stress, like, I'm not discarding anything.
Yeah, no.
But like, I'm asking you, what's the reason why I should put faith in this, or what is it that you're telling me in this scenario that can make me understand, right? And then you're saying, because why is it this thought and why is it that thought? Because Jesus said, and what you said about contradicting and Jesus and put your faith, and he did this and he did that. And it's like, okay, so why was it Jesus? Because the Bible said. Why did the Bible say? Well, then you go back to that Quran question and the Bible, and you said, well, one of them's a lie.
Yeah.
Now, this entire book that these people dedicated their whole life to is what you're now putting in that category of a lie. And now I've got to believe the Bible scenario to the answers of the questions that I'm asking.
You don't have to.
No. But like, based off the questions that I'm asking, like the answers that I'm, getting. So now the faith is in the Bible purely because the Bible's the true story.
I'll tell you something a little bit. Okay, like, if you like, where's Muhammad?
Bro, that's the most common name in the world. What do you mean?
Muhammad, who so far got prophesized and got because he couldn't read, he was illiterate, he couldn't read or write. He read the Quran. He's dead. He's dead. Buddha is dead. Krishna is dead. They're still in their tombs. They're dead. Jesus Christ is the only one that beat life. He beat death.
How do we know that?
Because of the evidence. The 12 disciples that and he became eyewitness to over 500 people after he was crucified. Like
thousands of years ago, though. But
how
do we know that?
Eyewitnesses?
Yeah, but I mean, eyewitnesses.
If you're gonna go back to history, right?
We're taking the credit of an eyewitness from thousands of years ago and deciding our life upon what that person maybe saw.
No, but man, not only did the miracles stated not only in the Bible, and the Bible is 66 books, written over 1,500 years, from 40 different people, 39 Jews and one non-Jew, all having a unity of thought. Half of them didn't know each other. all having the same as in we can't. If Trev gives us a topic, we cannot all agree on the exact same thing. You put 20 people in a room, they died terrible deaths for what? A lie? Do you think that Peter wanted to get crucified upside down for a lie?
I get what you're saying.
That is evidence of truth, because.
But the evidence is a story. This is what I'm saying.
It's history.
Yes,
it's history.
Yes, but it is at the end of the day a story. When I'm saying evidence, what is the evidence?
The hardest part with it, I get what you're saying 100%. And then the hardest part is there's no phones back then.
No.
There's no pictures. No. So then there is no real evidence other than the Bible. Really. Yeah. But then it's almost like, I don't know if this is the right thing to say or not, but then it's almost like at the end of the day, it's a choice what you want to believe, really. It is. Because you're either going to believe it was this, or you're going to believe it was that, or you're going to choose to not bother believing in anything, and it doesn't really matter to you because life is life. That's how I was for so long, because I didn't really know. There's no proof. That's what I thought. But then, my biggest thing, like I've said, was things kept happening to me, and they were how they needed to happen. See it. Even moving to Foxton, we were struggling. We couldn't find where to live. We were living in a tiny home. We had a baby due. I couldn't find a job. My job was shit. All this. Within 3 days, everything fell into place perfectly. We had a house that we'd already bought. We didn't think we could buy a house. We moved up. I got a job. I fit into the community. Everything happened perfectly. I don't know why, but I've chosen to put my faith that somebody's been looking after me.
Does everything need a why though?
No, but that's my why, because I thought about it. I thought why.
Yeah, but humans always want an answer. If something happened outside and there was a bang, what was that? We want to know what made that noise.
But that's what I'm saying. My choice to believe is that. That's my choice. So again, that's why that's like you were saying. You don't have to believe this. You don't have to believe that. And again, you're saying there's no proof, but some people will choose to believe that the Bible is proof of Jesus Christ. That's what he's trying to say. Do you know what I mean?
I do.
Not only that,
because you don't have to believe that.
It's the proof of my life from when I put my faith in Him.
Yeah, because you've made a whole world of difference and change. Obviously, I see that from the conversations.
And I know what you're saying. And I'll say this: all glory to God. All glory to God. I don't want none of the glory. I don't want glory for how well my business is doing. I don't want glory for the relationships I have with my friends and family now. I don't want glory for the way people look at me or look up to me. I don't want none of it. It's not me. It's all God. I'm just a light doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Obviously, I have to set my own goals. Obviously, I have to put in work. Obviously. But I have put my faith in God, because when I gave Him my life to guide, He guides it into places where maybe I could have guided myself there too, in that position, but it wouldn't have been as clean as Him. Man, I got no loans. I got no debt. I'm not rich.
You used to.
I used to.
Used to be in heaps of debt.
If it was up to me, man, and I've started my lawnmower company, man, I would have got a 10 grand loan, got a mean trailer, got all the, as what people chasing the world do. Get a mean loan, get a mean car. And man, I got a plywood trailer, like a home built trailer that I bought for $500. It's not much. But it's all honest, earned through following God. My way lets me down. You've let yourself down all the time. Like the evidence is. And everybody lets themselves down. Like everybody does. Your parents let you down. But most importantly, you let yourself down. God never lets you down. You sometimes you you will say why sometimes you can't see as clear. Sometimes there's potholes on the journey. Sometimes there is, and that's in all life.
But if we're giving him credit for everything, how is he ever going to let us down? And through what you're saying, he's not why I'm here. He's this, he's that, but he isn't. However that goes about that relationship. If you're giving him all that credit, how are you going to let him down? You're saying he's done that. If anything that goes good in your life, you're giving him that credit from that get-go.
Everything that goes bad is on him too. Because it's not only that, it's because he's taken from me the things, he released the chains from me. He lifted the veil. He released me from anxiety. He released me from depression. And trust me, I've been there. We've all been there. Life is hard, man. Life is real hard. He released it to me from that. And the evidence shows.
Do you think it's kind of like a coping mechanism though? So like at the end of the day, like I 100% hear what you're saying. He's changed your life and I get that. But it's that faith and that belief and that path that you've followed through the steps that you've taken. And I understand all of that. You are where you are today.
I tell you what. If you actually read into the word, the Gospels and Romans, like Romans 12:2 is a verse I say all the time because it's one of my favorite verses, is do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed in the renewing of your mind. And obviously you don't agree with that. Don't conform to the patterns of the world.
That's an epiphany though.
But the Bible is basic instructions before leaving earth. That's what Bible stands for. If you looked into the Bible, I'm not saying, what I'm saying is, man, for a lot of things, you live godly. For a lot of things.
That's what I was saying before about consciously, the decisions that you make, because you taught me this. I would have read the Bible and read all this stuff and gone, what the fuck does this mean? But you told me that it's there. A lot of it isn't. It's indirectly giving you a message essentially. So all of it is it's almost like life tips.
Yeah, it's not about you; it's for you.
So I think again, leading back to it's a choice whether you're going to believe it or not. Because like I said, you don't have to believe it or you do believe it. But a lot of people, it's like a tool. The Bible is a tool on the right way to live, how you should live. Because like I said, I've read some verses in that and they've really resonated with me. Again, it could just be if you want to look at it as that's just a life tip, you could search up on ChatGPT a life tip or a quote. You could take it like that, or you could say, I'm going to give my faith to God, and that's where I've got it from. Again, it's a choice. You don't have to say, I got that out of the Bible and I'm going to live by that. But you can, if you want to, if that's how you want to live, if that's how you want to put your faith. I think that's my aspect on it anyways.
It's not our way to live. As followers of God, it's not our way to live. It's the way to live. And if you actually read the Bible, seriously, how you look at rap and you can read between the lines and you can, and I know you're very intelligent.
Why, thank you.
And
you don't say nice shit about me like that.
I don't have to say it on here. I say it to you behind closed doors.
Wisdom is so important. You've got to read the Bible in wisdom, not in intellect. You've got to read it in wisdom. And you'll go, man, I do my life like that in a certain thing, and it works every time. You'll notice things in the Bible that you will swear on, and even not believing in God or whatnot, that you swear on. It's a funny truth, isn't it?
It comes down to morals sometimes, though, and just life, what we've lived, and decisions we've made, and who we are as a person, and empathy. A lot of, he talked about empathy earlier. I have a lot of empathy. And so something I do for somebody out of empathy might be seen as something that I've done out of, good faith. So there's a lot of separate answers. You know what I mean? We could break it down. And for my brain, humans want answers for everything, right? And so that's why I'm always why? I don't know. I guess I haven't found my why. I don't have an answer. I don't have a faith. I just lead my life.
I tell you something. You know, like if you're genuinely interested about in all your heart, and if you come half-heartedly, God knows. You know, like he knows, and and even if you've come to God in the past, maybe it wasn't your time. You know, that maybe you had to learn some things. Maybe you had to go through some things, experience some things, but don't ever give up on building that relationship. But you have to come full with your full heart, and that takes obviously a relationship. In a relationship, you've got to build on that.
My heart comes with like logic, though. Like, my logic will always apply to the thought process. And so you said, you can't do this without giving whole heart. But how can I give my whole heart without knowing what it is?
Seek and you'll find.
But I've seeked. I think everyone has had thoughts and unanswered prayers, and giving up and the rock bottoms, and I feel like whatever got you out of that place, amen to that. Fuck yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Like, it might not necessarily be God. It might have been the Quran, and this person found everything that you're found.
It might have
through
been
that
a
book.
culture. It could
100%. So that's why I separate the situation, because it's like, well, yes, but everything you're saying, the next person's saying, but they read that book.
So live and let live. Pretty much, you're like, live and let live. You can believe in that, and you can believe in that, and you can believe in that.
Well, that's exactly where I'm at.
Yeah, that's what we're basically
where I'm at in my life.
Work. That doesn't work.
Why?
Because what I think, say I'm a chomo.
A what?
A chomo.
What's that?
A predator. A child predator.
Oh,
a chomo.
Child molester.
Never heard that in my life.
And I think it's a good idea to do that. And you think it's a bad idea. We can't let live. You know that's wrong. You know morally that's wrong. You know it. Everyone knows it. Live and let live doesn't work.
How does that apply to
because this person might think this is good. If someone decides to beat someone up for no reason because they think it's a good idea.
Yeah, but you went back and you said morally wrong. Yeah, it's morally wrong. So morals come back.
But whose morals are you going off?
I get what you're saying.
You can't. You can't let live.
So, actually, I kind of understand, but I kind of don't understand. I'm gonna confuse myself, but because I'll take it back to when you said about how the Quran and the Bible say different things, right? And obviously, being a follower of God, you believe the Bible is to be 100% true. That's the only truth, right? Then if someone was living similar morals, but they were following that Bible like you were saying, and then you're doing the live and let live, you would definitely not be able to do that, because obviously that's not true to what you believe. Okay. Yeah. So I understand your perspective, and then I understand yours, because again,
but if
like you said, you could already be following in almost everything that the Bible says, but just not following the Bible.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I think that was more of what you meant, is as long as you have good morals, you could be following this and this and this. Yeah, but then it would be, because you could almost be on that path and not even know you're on the path. Like I said, I've been doing all these things, myself. I've been making these decisions, and I was unknowingly on my own journey, and that again was my decision.
But if you're going off, everyone lives how they live morally, like everyone live off your moral code. Man, it doesn't work, because some persons who thinks they have a good moral code, you might think, man, that's a bad moral code to have. They think it's okay to go and steal from the supermarket. They think it's okay to steal from people or rob people. The moral codes don't work. It's whose moral code? God's moral code is what I'm saying.
Again, why does it need to be a who?
We're going in circles here.
but every time that comes out, that's going to be my question.
I understand, and I knew that this was going to happen, but because
we wanted to have this conversation.
It has to happen, because
I wanted to have this conversation. Ask this question.
You have to be you have to be able to have both sides of what you're both talking about, 100%. But we are definitely going back around in circles.
Yeah.
And sitting here, okay, again, I've been in this perspective, I've been in that perspective. I understand what both of you are saying because, like I said, I'm a logical thinker.
Me too.
And without being able to see something happen, I find it hard to believe. But again, I've chosen to believe because of things that have happened, and I tried to find a reason, and that's why, because of how I was brought up. Again, that's my choice. But I understand yours because you believe logically as well, and that's how you think. And I believe yours because you've been led to this path.
I was logically built too. Like, I'm a man.
I know. We have mean conversations.
I'm a man.
We have really mean conversations. I think you're a good cunt. Like, if that's a good title to put at the start, that we should have said this man of faith and a good cunt, because you are. And we're talking about, you'll do something off the skin of your back for the next person. You said, bro, when you need help, come and call me because I want to come and help you with if you need this build and this renovation and this.
If you're doing a working bee,
bro, I'm here because I got you. And I know that if I needed that, I'll just, I'll be going back to you and doing the same thing because that's the kind of people that we are.
Yeah.
And I see that, and I know you've got logic, and you are a good person. So that's why you're a great person for me to sit across from, have these conversations with, ask these questions.
And we're going.
You haven't answered any of them. We need to talk more, but it might just be another podcast episode.
If people want me back, I need a piss too. If the viewers want me back, man, we can carry it on, and maybe you can do a little bit more on trying to find God, and I can do a little bit more on trying to help answer your questions that you have.
Testify.
Like I can, and I just seek God, because in times are coming, like revelations is happening, like it's happening, man. We're so close.
Christopher Luxon,
like
that's small fish, bro. Small fish in this world, bro.
And I tell you what, I don't want to be ever sitting on the fence, like I don't want to, like seeking truth will ultimately always lead you to God, and I know there's people standing on Muhammad and Allah like I'm standing on Jesus Christ and whatever. I know that.
And we want to bring some of them in here to sit on this seat and answer some of your questions too.
And like, I'm open to learning, and I'm actually starting to learn the Quran, not properly, very very whitewashed, learning. But I want to understand. I want to know, like I want to. Is it going to change me from Jesus? No way.
How do you know that though? It's obviously changed all these other people's lives. There's a whole ass following of it. So how do you know that?
Because the moral code of Muhammad, man, he had.
Be careful what you say.
Yeah. So like, and I've got that. Everything's peaceful and love. Like, and most Muslims would love to have these intellect dialects with Christians, and like, guarantee it. People want to have these conversations. Muhammad married a 6-year-old girl, and slept with her when she was 9 years old. The Quran says you're only allowed 4 wives. Muhammad had 11. Like, man, there's a lot of contradictory in
every book.
I didn't know
every
that.
story.
But no, like, genuinely, like, he raped a 9-year-old girl that was his wife, that he married at 6 years old. Tells people, Allah will tell you, if they don't believe, kill them. Jesus says, love your enemy, love your neighbor. They contradict each other.
Okay. I get what you're saying now. Because before you spoke on it, like, they say different things, but see, I haven't read the Bible entirely, first of all, but I've no idea what's in the Quran. So when you said that, it's good that you're putting context on that, because I didn't know that. I have
like a 0.1% of knowledge into the Quran at the moment. Okay. Like, I don't have 0. But
Those are some big statements for
those-
somebody that doesn't know 99.9% of the story.
Is that from reading or is that from like research?
It's research, reading, like.
Because I know you
listening.
watch a lot of like YouTube, the podcast, like the people talking, and you send me stuff.
I'm not the best reader, but I do a little bit of reading, and man, I'm researching all day because I want to know. But first of all, I want people to have what I have. You know, like I want people to have what I have. My partner wants people to have what she has. You know, and we get this through God, through Jesus Christ.
So if we had to wrap it up, which is what we do have to do,
Yeah.
we have to ask our people, and what we do is we talk about what are we grateful for. He walked in this start of the episode and said, I know what you're going to be grateful for. I feel like I know the answer now too.
Maybe.
What are you grateful for?
Man, my village, man. Like it's probably not what you're thinking, but my village, my mum, my sisters, my brothers, my cousins, my friends, you know, people I work with. Man, I'm so grateful to have a village, like, because there's been a point of time in my life where I had no village.
I like that title too, the village. Like that's your community, that's your people, that's your backbone.
And I try to do everything for my village, you know, as people in my village try to do everything for the village too. And we all, you know, like have different villages and are part of different villages, but collectively are in the same village. Man, I'm so grateful to have a village, because at one point in my life, more than one point in my life, I had just me, you know, like I had just me. So being able to honor a village and try to set an example for the younger generation and whatever it may be. Man, 10 out of 10. Grateful as.
10 out of 10. So he's a 10 out of 10 walking in here with a 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
It was just a 10. Now it's a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's good, bro. I like the scorings. Cuzzy DJ TJ, where you at, my cuz?
I am grateful for the Loaded Teas sponsorship.
Bro, I need a piece so bad.
Low key, so that's why I'm trying to wrap it up so
So
quick.
shout out Loaded Tea Bar for filling
Making
our
us need
bladders.
a piss.
Filling our bladders.
I'm
Thank
also
you.
grateful for opportunities, obviously. You guys already know that was coming. Grateful for becoming the DJ for Spring Fling, because that's a big event I've always gone for, like, most of my life. And now
You're going to be up there front and center, and you're going to be DJing the whole store at Care Design all Spring Fling long.
Yep. I'm also grateful that us guys can pee outside.
Yes.
Because otherwise, if we're all females and would be having to like wait
Line
in a
up
line,
in
Half of them
toilet.
will pee outside anyway.
Bro, I've had to
I think
fart,
I
but
can.
I can't fart because I'm too locked and loaded for this piss.
Yeah.
Like,
Your pee-pee's going to start going hard soon.
Right.
but yeah, that's about it.
grateful. So in summary, opportunities.
Yeah.
Brother E, what are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for my new job.
That's cool.
Yeah, just like obviously I said, randomly last night I had to get up, go to the hospital. I just sent them a message and said, hey, look, I am knackered. Like I can't come into work today. Like, not to mention it's bad weather. It was already unsafe for me to drive, but driving tired, I go all over the place. They had call outs, ikirahuna, that sort of thing. So I'm grateful for them for allowing me to have the time to be with my family, to make sure that my wife's okay, to rest and recover, but also that they were able to carry on doing what they needed to do and not put too much, like put pressure on me for not being there. Because I have been in jobs in the past where you can't go and then they're like, oh, we had a busy day, rah, 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 this and that. Like, you wish you could have been at work, you know, like make you feel bad. Whereas they were like, cool, hope your wife's okay, all exciting times, you know, that's what they're saying. Like, so I'm grateful for, just having a supportive business and not having added pressure put on me because of things that are happening outside of work. Like, they care about my personal life, which is nice. So,
Great. Awesome. And it's good to hear an update because you've been there since the start of the podcast, essentially. Like, they've been on this journey with you, people tuning in and listening, heard you talk about the contemplation of the decision to make, and then the opportunity of this job and the interview you had, and then the taking of the position and your first day, your first week. These people are on the journey with you, bro. So it's cool. It's great to hear that it's going good. I'm grateful for my health. Like I'm thinking about, I was at the gym and
Sorry, bro.
I'm in the gym, mind connection, thinking connected, you know, and I thought, fuck, start of last year, I couldn't even get out of bed. My back was fucked.
Yeah.
I didn't see myself being able to be in a gym. You know, even just on the back end, you know, recovering from my surgery and going back to the gym after that, it's just every time I get back in there, it feels like I'm back. Like, okay, things are on track. I'm back in myself. I'm back in my, you know, my mental is getting aligned again. And like, I just feel it. Like, and my health, I just, want to look after my health. And it just feels good to be healthy. I think, you know, I'm grateful to be in a position where I can just walk back into the gym and carry on because I'm capable of that. You know, I've still got my 2 legs, my 2 arms. My neck's not broken. My back is somewhat healed, you know, so I'm grateful for my health. It's been a great fucking episode. Yeah. How long are we at, Cuzzy DJ TJ?
3 hours, probably.
Almost 3 hours.
Fuck! I thought this was...
And I'm only like a quarter of the way through.
Well, I was going to say...
I need to piss, otherwise I'll still talk.
Yeah. Guys, I was going to say this. I wrote down questions before this. I've got 7 topics that I want to talk about still. We haven't been able to even get to those.
If the people want me back to
drop it in the comments.
Put in the comments. I want to talk more about like the shit that we got up to.
Being a first time dad,
like, and then like correlating like the stories that we had to the stories that you've told me, like that sort of thing. Because like again, it's crazy. Like I stepped into your life, right? And it was weird how very similar our lives were. And I was excited to bring Angus on to be able to like actually touch on those similarities. And then also...
We've got a lot of the same stories.
And then also like, I really wanted to be able to touch on the changes that you made into where you are now and all that sort of stuff. So
we didn't just touch on that. We went full podcast on that.
Yeah, I'm going to just blow it up.
If people want to know what I was like most of my life and when I was very myself in the self-centered way that I was living,
the guck
and my ego, the guck,
like
the
guck,
ready to fight anyone for any reason.
Yeah.
Me too, bro.
Was
vicious.
You know, like. But you know, like how I had my boys back, how I didn't give a fuck about shit. I'll do whatever I want, you know, whatever, you know, like there's a lot of memories that I might need to break the stigma on.
Yeah, bro.
And if you have me back,
we've got a whole nother podcast waiting if the people want it. So if you guys want the brother Angus up on the podcast and telling a bit more of his journey, his story, if you want to hear us have a bit more questions and dive a bit deeper, then drop it in the comment. Also, we want to hashtag BanNan up in there because this rangatahi jar is getting full and she's costing us a lot of money with that great idea. But thank you to everybody that's tuned in. If you made it this whole way, you should have watched Harry Potter instead. It might have entertained you a bit more. But we're making a statement. We're breaking the stigma by just sitting down and having conversations. And it's a cool fucking slogan. It sounds cool, but we're not doing anything. We're just talking.
Just talking.
You know? We are doing something.
Well, we are. We're talking in front of a camera. But, we're breaking the stigma by just talking.
Yeah, breaking the stigma so everyone can see this and maybe have conversations with your brothers and sisters or your friends like this, you know, without the cameras.
Yeah.
You know, let this be an example.
100%. You know? Go into, like, I love those times where it's like sometimes it feels like a whole conversation I have with somebody. I wish there was a podcast there because fuck, if you're having these conversations behind the scenes, that's gold. That's those moments, those are connectivity.
That's how I live my life.
We do that every time we go to the gym.
Every time.
And me and Fint, bro, if me and Fint are together, we can sit there fucking podcasting for a day. Me and Braden, bro, the deep life connection talks that I can have with him, like you could just connect with some people.
It's amazing, eh? Life is amazing.
Yeah. So thank you for joining us, brother.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a moment from the get-go in the shed. I said I'm going to make a podcast one day, full circle, 3 years onwards. We've got you sitting here on the podcast talking to us about that moment. So what a journey. Makingaastatement.co.nz. We can't forget to plug that. Go get the merch. You can get it on Afterpay, or you can go down to 41 Keir Street on Foxton Main Street and grab yourself some gears. We're going to be at the Spring Fling today if you just watched this. And we've got the Minifest November 30th. Pressure music video would have dropped, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you are listening, if you're tuned in this far, you are loyal. 3 hours almost of just hearing us talk shit.
Thank you.
And you guys are the ones that can make a world of difference. Go grab that Pressure music video, share that out, show your people, send it to some people in messages, put it where you can, because you guys are going to help us get that out there. It honestly, you have no idea how far and how much help that could be. Like, I could put out a song, you've heard it, but your cousin might not hear it. Your friend might not hear it. Your mum would definitely probably not hear it. But if you show them, they've heard it. And we're just widening that reach and making it all, you know, more impactful. So help us make a statement. Help us continue to break the stigmas. Support us. Be a part of our mass pack. I like that. And yeah, stay tuned in. Thank you, everybody that does spend so much time listening to us talk shit. It does mean a lot to us, and we see it. We do. We really do. Every message, every reach out of appreciation, every feedback, every comment, every share, just everything. We see it, and we thank you so much. But yeah, that's me. And Cuzzy DJ TJ, anything before we wrap up?
No, I just need to take a piss.
So I do too. And a summary from you, Angus, you good?
Just thank you. Hey, I'm good. Thank you. Let's go for a piss.
Let's go for a piss.
Yeah.
And are we the #1 podcast in the Horowhenua?
Man, you might be hitting the Manawatu too. So,
Yeah, I like that. We're starting to take over. You're the
starting,
first one to plant that seed. The #1 podcast in the Horowhenua and the Manawatu. We're expanding the
Working
reach.
on it.
Let's go. I like it. We're just going to keep getting that and run with it.
Man.
But Brother E, summary from you, my bro.
I'll wrap up quickly. I'll just say,
Woo,
cheers,
need a piss.
thank you for coming on. It's been good. I hope you can come back on again because, like I said, I got heaps of things that I was keen to touch on. But like,
I came in here with nothing.
Yeah,
I didn't even have a note.
And it's 3 hours later.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'll do a quick shout out to your business. Obviously, you hook us all up and do a fucking good job, like a really good job. Like I said, I love coming home and seeing my lawns done. So if there's anybody in the Manawatu, Horowhenua area that needs their lawns done, a yard tidy up, guttering fixed, any of that stuff, reach out, give them a message, give them a call, give them an email, that sort of thing. And we might have his link in the description of the bio. I think we can do that probably.
Yeah, we can do that.
And
Fucking A.
yeah, so head over,
that,
hit his page, give him a follow. And yeah, if he's keen to get him on again, let us know. But yeah, other than that, bye. I'm Ethan.
Gonna happen as firefighter, ain't nobody putting it down. I'm holding it down, no common grounds. I'm making a statement as the way to claim that you're running the town.